Good morning, Wolfpack. Got a couple of hours to kill. Shall we explore Sigil? I think we shall. I think first let's talk to Mort.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Can you tell me a little about Sigil? Sigil's a ring-shaped city that's squatting on top of an infinitely tall spire in what some claim to be the centre of the plains. Of course, how it could be at the top of an infinitely tall spire, and how the city could even be at the centre of the plains raises some questions. Anything else? Sigil's called the City of Doors, mostly because there's a lot of invisible doors that lead in and out of it. Just about any arch, doorframe, barrel hoop, bookshelf, or open window might be a portal under the right conditions. It all depends on if you have the key to open it. Keys? See, I guess the best way to explain it is most portals are sleeping, right? You could walk through them, by them, on top of them, and nothing would happen. Now every portal has something that wakes it up. That could be a tune you hum to yourself, a loaf of weak-old Bitopian bread, remembering what your first kiss was like, and then bam, the portal gets its juices flowing and you can jump through it to whatever's on the other side. Like where? Anywhere, Chief, literally. Any place you can think of, there's a portal there. That's why Sigil's so popular across the plains. Okay. I don't want you tagging along, but is there anything else you can do except chatter? Hey, chattering's my best trait. He rattles his teeth for a moment, then grins. Eh? Eh? Oh, that's good to hear. No, but seriously, Chief, I got a knack for chattering in just the right way. I can really bend an ear, if you know what I'm saying. I got insults, backtalk, stuff that'll curl someone's ears into their skull, you know? And how is that useful? It's one of my many talents. I call it my litany of curses. See, sometimes I can really bend someone's ear with just the right comment. Of course, then I usually have to do a lot of running afterwards, but you get the idea. How does it work?
Updated my journal.
Well, I can spit insults at someone until they get mad enough to chase me around. Mort has an ability called Litany of Curses. It is a non-magical taunt. If the target fails to resist, they suffer a penalty to their AC. Attacks and will do nothing but try to engage Mort in melee. Note that the more insults Mort hears, the better his Litany of Curses becomes. The Litany of Curses is very effective against mages. Oh dear. How did you die, Mort? No idea, Chief. I kind of forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was nothing waiting for me after I died, even if it is life as a floating skull. Oh, at least there was something waiting for me after I died. Even if it is life as a floating skull. I mean, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. And what happened to your body? I don't know, alright. It's just gone. Mort glares at you. But don't think I miss it, because I'm happy just the way I am. And I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright? Okay. What do you think we should do next? Well, here's how I see things. I think you should try and root out this Farad, wherever he is. Wherever he's set up Kip. You wouldn't have had those directions tattooed on your back if he didn't have some inkling of what was up with you. One of the locals around here has to know where he is. Okay. We also have our journal, which is... find Farad. From what Mort read from the directions tattooed on my back, I need to find someone named Farad. I'm not certain where to start looking. Hopefully, asking some of the locals in this strange place will allow me to track him down. And find my missing journal. From what Mort read from the directions tattooed on my back, I was supposed to have a journal with me when I woke up in the mortuary. I better find it. Hopefully it can help me figure out what's going on. Okay, this is just a very... Oh, God. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, door. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this journal. Christ. And then beasts. We have Mort. Mort is a talking skull. His sole weapon seems to be his mouth, whether by taunting or biting. He seems to be along for the ride, whether you want him around or not. You're somewhat curious as to how he's able to float around. And me. You are nameless. You awoke on a slab in the mortuary in Sigil, covered in scars and tattoos. Your memory's gone. Who has done this to you and why? You don't know, yet. But you're going to find out. God, there's loads to read. Alright. Let's do some exploring, shall we? Do I have any abilities? I can raise the dead. I don't know what that means, but...
What's up?
Done.
Don't know nothing, are used to your Burke, leave me be. If you're ever in the gathering dust bar, Burke, don't be surprised if someone expects you to wait on him. The woman snorts and begins to snicker. Are they being mean? Are they being mean to me? Here are the alley of dangerous angles. Whole neighbourhood once stood there, but got burned to the ground. Nothing but packs of roving thugs there now. Stay away from that burnt-out alley southwest of here if you're not spoiling for trouble. If you're ever in the gathering dust bar, blah 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 blah. Heard that one. Do we have, there we go. This person is called a Dabus. You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast, and a pair of goat horns protrudes from its forehead. It is dressed in long flowing robes and appears to be floating slightly above the ground. Greetings. The creature turns to face you, and a series of symbols appear around its head. The symbols have a slight glow about them, and they just hover there. Oh, for the power's sake, Pie-King Dabus. What's wrong? He's a Dabus. They speak in rebuses, these annoying word puzzles. If you don't know what he's saying, then we better find a native or some other way to communicate with him, if we want to. An annoying bunch. My bet they can speak. They just would rather piss everyone else off by trying to puzzle out what they're saying. What's a Dabus? Chanters, they're janitors for the Lady of Pain. They float around breaking, fixing, and patching up Sigil according to her whims. They're worse than corpse flies. More size. You can't swat them though, or the lady will get upset. Lady of Pain? Who's that? She runs this city. You'll know if you see her. She's got these blades around her face. She's about the size of a giant, and she floats off the ground just like these guys. Mort nods at the Dabus, who's looking at you both. Nobody knows much about her. She doesn't speak much. All you need to know is that you don't want to make her angry. If you see her, my advice, run. Okay? The Dabus waits patiently, its hands tucked into its sleeves. A series of symbols materialize above its head. Then they vanish and a question mark appears. Try and strike up conversation, see if you can translate what the Dabus is saying. I got 1,000 experience just for talking to a guy. You ask the Dabus several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebuses that appear above his head. It is extremely patient throughout your discussion, giving you easy sentences to translate. After a few minutes, you start to get the hang of it. It feels like you've done this before. Maybe you can help me. The Dabus waits. Who are you? The Dabus inclines its head slightly. A stream of symbols appears above his head. I am a Dabus. What are you doing? A batch of symbols appear above his head. I attend to my duties. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? A lone symbol appears above the Dabus's head. This one shows a metallic female mask with blades coming out of its sides. Just looking at the ghostly image makes you uncomfortable. Okay, bye. The Dabus bows slightly, symbols swirl around its head, then it turns away. That is pretty sick. I got myself. What's over here? Another Dabus. Greetings. I have questions for you. I think he's going to say exactly the same thing. I'm guessing I can't go up that way. Interesting. Here's a door. Can we break into people's houses?
We're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual. Yeah?
Being watched by who, Mort?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief? Sure, why not?
Done.
Why are you telling me we're being watched, but can't go in that door? Why can't I go in the door? Oh, that explains it. This is a small dwelling with not a lot here. Hello, wife of Angiar. This woman looks to be in her middle years, and her face has streaks of grey running through it. Lines of worry crisscross her face. As she sees you, she seems torn between asking you to leave and calling the man at the table. Greetings. You'd best leave before I call my husband. He won't take kindly to you having barged your way into our home. If you were going to call him, you would have done so already. I have some questions. She glances towards her husband, worry in her eyes. I have not the time, stranger. Do not be troubling me with such things. Are you all right? Me? She seems surprised. Oh, aye. She lowers her voice. You'd best leave. My husband has not been himself of late. You'd best not provoke him with your presence. What's wrong with him? He's been out of sorts of late. A touch of the cough, maybe. She gives an unconvincing half shrug. What's really wrong with him? If you tell me what's wrong, I might be able to help. I think he's done something he regrets. Her worried expression melts into despair. I think he signed one of the dead contracts. I cannot imagine what possessed him to do such a foolish thing. Dead contracts? The dead, the dustmen, have contracts that give them the right to someone's body after they die. What do the dustmen do with the body after death? Animate it with their black magics, turn it into one of the walking dead, make it a worker till... She looks at her husband helplessly. Till it rots away. Why did your husband sign such a thing? He may have been goat-eager to bring home some more jink than custom. He's prideful, but I think he's hurt himself more by doing so. Can this contract be undone? She looks at you surprised and sighs. I've tried. I've spoken to the dustmen. He did the signing with... Wait, what? Earlier she said she thinks that he did it. Now she's saying, like, she's talked to the people he signed, so she knows that he did. I spoke to the dustmen that he did the signing with, but he's cold and chill like all the dusties. He even lectured me on my husband, as if I had no right to try and help him. Her lips become a tight, thin line, as if picturing the dustman's face. He was cold, cruel, he was. Let me see what I can do. Who was this dustman your husband signed the contract with? The dusty calls himself Gravesend. I know not his first name. He has a table at the Dustman Bar in the Hive, gathering dust, I believe the place is named. You can most likely find him there, trying to get more people to sign his contracts. I'll seek him out then. Where is it?
Updated my journal.
I've updated my journal. Head out to the street outside, go to the memorial stone, then head south and west from there. She taps her finger against her chin. You should run right into it. There's one of them. Her face wrinkles in disgust. Walking corpses out front. Okie coke. Aren't I a walking corpse? Or am I actually an alive person, just very, very stitched up like Frankenstein's monster? I won't turn away from the friendly gesture. She seems grateful, then her worried expression returns. But I must ask you not to let on that I asked you to do such a thing. My husband has a terrible temper, and if he were to find out... Yeah, I'll vow. Thank you, stranger. I appreciate your help. It's no trouble. I don't know what the difference between lying and vowing is. It seems quite bizarre that you choose one. Why wouldn't you just say, no, he won't help, and then it's my choice whether I lie or tell the truth by telling him right now, you know? This man looks haunted. His eyes are half-lidded as if he had trouble sleeping, and his hair is long and unkempt. His beard is flecked with bits of dead skin and old bits of food. He doesn't seem to notice as you approach. Greetings. The man glances up at the sound of your voice, and his slack expression vanishes. It looks like someone has lit 2 fires in his eyes. What be your business barging into me house? His eyes narrow and his teeth clench. Get, or I'll send you back to whatever grave you crawled from. Calm yourself, I have questions. The man's face turns blood red and he begins shouting, Are you daft? With a snarl he spits at your feet. You filthy scar-ridden dog. Off with you, or even the powers that be won't be able to save your hide. Alright, fucking hell. The man throws a parting shot at your back. You'd best never cross me door again, you wretch stinking bastard. Alright, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break into your house. I was just exploring. Who's this? Harlots. Hello, harlots. You see a tired-looking woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. The odour of cheap perfume surrounds her like a cloud, and her face is covered with a mask of crude makeup. She smiles as she sees you. Why don't you stay and chat with me a bit, love? The woman looks coyly at you. Now you look to be a blood who's lost something. Maybe I can help you find it, Cutter. Oh? What good fortune. We probably lost what we're looking for back at your kip, miss. Maybe you can help me find what I'm missing, miss. Her tone becomes businesslike. I love. Now there's the matter of a finder's fee. How much? Some coppers for a glance at what you're missing, and 10 coppers to actually find what you're missing. Add some questions instead. The woman frowns. I'm not a tout. She frowns and rubs 2 fingers together. Unless you've got some jink to pay me for my time. How much? For ye? She studies you critically. 7 coppers, no more, no less. Other questions of a deeper chant will cost you more. Yeah, I can afford 7. Aye then. She slips the jink into her palm, then it promptly vanishes. Now. Can you tell me about the city? Her eyes narrow suspiciously. The city? What about it? What is it? What sigil, you mean? She shrugs, looks around. It's the city beneath your feet, and rising to either side of you. She smiles. Makes visitors' stomachs gallop, it does. Where exactly is Sigil? Centre of the plains, to hear it told. She snorts, if you believe that wash. Why is it wash? She smirks. Well now, love. According to the greybeards and scholars and governors and all the rest of them rattling their brain boxes, they say the plains go on forever. She taps her head. Who's to say where the centre is? What's of interest around here? She puts her hands on her hips and pouts. Depends on your interest. I'm looking for a good time. I already made you an offer, love, and it's not an unfair price. Don't know of nowhere else you might be enjoying the delights you'd have with me. I'm looking for work. She laughs. You're asking me? What you think of becoming one of the sisterhood, are you? She nearly buckles over in laughter. The screeching is similar to a drunken harpy's. Eventually the gales of laughter subside and she takes a deep breath. Yeah, you're a rich man, you are. What can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? She spits and makes a half circle with her heart. That bladed witch. All high and mighty, mistress of this city, floating and silent, she kills anyone in her shadow. She tends the city, aye, then leaves the living things in it to rot. I'm looking for someone named Farod. Farod? Now that's one of the greater darks, love. If you be wanting to know about that blood, that'll be thrice the coppers of a normal asking. I'm looking for a journal. No idea where you'd find such a thing, love. You might look elsewhere, she smiles suggestively. I know some places you might start. Your loss. When you get tired of losing things and need to find some things, love, you come with me. I'll keep it in mind. Chief, can you spot me some chink? It's been a long time, it has. I'm not even going to ask how you intend to accomplish this. The woman breaks in. It's twice the cost for the Mimir, or any other degenerate. Mimir? Mimir is a talking encyclopedia. That's me, Chief. I see. Well, don't sweat it, Maud. From the looks of her, I'm probably saving you from dying twice. May a pox shovel your innards. You have the stink and fashion sense of a goat herd, and you're twice as ugly.
New taunts, alright.
Mort stares, hypnotized, as the harlot lets loose a stream of obscenities. At the end of the verbal avalanche, Mort is silent for a moment, then turns to you. Wow, Chief. Got a few more taunts for the old arsenal. He turns back to the harlot, who's catching her breath. I'm also in love. Sweet. Have you been to the Gathering Dust Bar yet, Burke? You sort of remind me of one of the workers there. That's cruel. You see a somber, pale-faced dust woman in black robes. She's staring into the distance and doesn't appear to notice you. Greetings. She turns to face you slowly. Yes? Got questions? She folds her arms into her robes and waits. Do you notice one named Farrod?
Updated my journal.
Farrod is a collector. The woman studies you for a moment. If you would wish to know more of him, I'm told that Initiate Emmerich in the Gathering Dust Bar also seeks him. It may be that he can help you. Where is it? As one leaves the mortuary front gate, head south and west. It lies past the memorial. Okay. I'm looking for a lost journal. Have you seen one? She shakes her head. Righto, Skip. What's this? Gathering Dust Bar. You're literally standing outside it. Why would you tell me directions, you weirdo? Point at it and say there. Vines with black leaves. The stems look extremely sharp. You see a tired-looking woman dressed in light leather bodice and leggings. The odour of cheap perfume surrounds her like a cloud. I think this is the same as the other one, isn't it? Not today, thanks. See a tired-looking... Oh, they all look exactly the same. Poor guys. Who are these? Thugs. You see a heavy-set looking man. He has a stone-faced expression. Greetings. The man looks at you for a moment, grunts and raises his hand, revealing a wicked dagger. He smiles evilly and begins twirling it in a menacing attack. Bye then. Oh, what? He's just going to attack me? What the fuck?
Huh?
Alright, let's try this. Mort, use your special ability that I learned about just. And I will punch him with my punching punches.
You filthy stinkards.
Also, Mort, fucking attack them. Okay, now do the same to this guy.
Choke on a bone, you wicked ape. What's up, Chief?
I'm not very good. I think Mort's doing all the work here.
Good as done.
All right.
What have we got? A bronze bracelet. Nice. What have you got? Money! Give me your money, honey. Why are the thugs just attacking me in the street, huh? That's what I want to know. Can I equip this? Nice. Oh, I have so much shit as well. What am I going to do with all this shit? Like, I should probably start selling some stuff, right? Well, that can go in there, actually. Oh, and I can give some of the heavier stuff to Mort, I think. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I got some space. I'm doing alright. Can't believe that little bastard attacked me. Should we have a look at what's going on here? The southern portion of the hive. Open tomb. Anigar's house. Southern portion of the hive. That leads to the alley of dangerous... Oh, wait. Was there a way to get through here then? Greetings, stranger. Looks like you're in Dark Alley Shiv territory now. Looks like you've got a purse that could use some lightning. You better pray it's got enough. I already paid this time through. He looks off into the shadows, makes a hand motion, and looks back at you. No, you didn't. You're going to die. Okay, I'm glad that I saved, because this is a lot of people.
What's the word, Chief? She has the personality of... What's up? Yeah. Stupid yabo. Huh?
Come on, get him. Get him. Guys! Thank you.
What? Slattern. What's up, Chief?
Holy shit, there's a lot of them.
What's the word, Chief?
Why are they so mean?
Plain swine. What's up? Damn it. Did you see that?
I did see it more. You are very, very helpful in this situation.
Filthy stinkers. Yeah. Mort, like Latin. Or death.
Mort, like Latin.
Women are the stupid yabo. Damn it.
Nice.
Sure, why not?
Go on then, guys. Let's pick up a load of shit.
All right.
Money, money, money. Give me money. A rusty dagger. But first, I must caress this rusty kettle. Right, okay, before we venture any further into this area, now that we've been killing people, I hope that no one gets angry that
All
I
right.
tried to deceive my way out of paying. I want to explore the rest of this area first. What have we got here? The post. This filthy looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains cover it from head to toe. Judging from the smell and texture, the stains run from rotten fruit to mud to bird droppings. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body and several notices have been nailed to its chest, back and head. I will examine the corpse. Despite the many stitches, the corpse's rotting skin is peeling in several places, revealing long stretches of muscle and bone. You'd guess that this zombie is frequently used as target practice. The fruit and mud stains aside, some of the tears in the skin, tears in the skin have rocks and bits of glass lodged in them. One wicked-looking cobblestone is still embedded in the side of the head. Examine the graffiti and notices. A number of leaflets have been ruined by rain, but some of them are still legible. One tacked to his back is from something called the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. The one on his forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant, and the one on the chest looks like an official notice, and another appears to be some sort of want ad. Look at the post for Office of Vermin and Disease Control. To those Hive citizens wishing gainful employ in the most honourable and generous sigil government, inquire forthwith at Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of brain rats. Bounties paid, copper given for each rat tail brought. Tails must be genuine and from rat only, no cat, dog or fiend tail accepted. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official inspector in charge, the respected Phineas T. Lort. The 39th. Examine the bill of fare. Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Dust Bar, but the bill of fare cannot be read, as the words Smouldering Corpse Bar have been scrawled in charcoal over the bill. Smouldering Corpse Bar? The zombie immediately jerks its left arm towards and points far to the southeast. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Reminds me of a job I once had. He seems embarrassed. Well, I mean, without the arms. I wonder if this would work with the other notices. What? What would work? Examine the official notice. Public notice. By the order of the Judiciary Council and in accordance with the Citizenry of Sigil, let it be known those defacing a registered servant of the Dustmen, either by graffiti, malicious attack, or by posting notices, will constitute felonious assault, and the perpetrator will be answerable for the vandalism of said servant. By order of the Hall of the Speakers. Wanted. Able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustmen. Will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interested parties inquire with initiate Norwich. Gathering Dust Bar. Gathering Dust Bar? The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points west to the building before you. Let's examine the graffiti and notices. Ignore the notices, look at the graffiti. The graffiti runs from obscenities about the Dustmen to slogans glorifying what appears to be local gangs. One piece of graffiti catches your eye. Someone has carved the name Farrod on the corpse's left arm, then slashed an X across it. Farrod?
Updated my journal.
The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points far to the west and downwards. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Oh, nice. Well done, me. Examine the corpse. Pull out the cobblestone. You grab hold of the cobblestone and pull it out of the corpse's head. Traces of brain matter and rotting flesh slowly drip from it. It looks like whatever was in its head turned to ooze long ago. Ugh. Why do I have, why is that experience points? Well done, you pulled a stone out of a zombie's head. Good for you. Leave the corpse in peace. Okay. Tired looking. Who are you? Anna. The woman seems to recognize you instantly and steps back in horror. After all this time, you bastard. May the fiends in Bartor take ye. One day you'll be sorry for what you did to Erin. By all the powers, I swears it. She turns to flee. Wait. Come back. You cannot initiate. She's not fleeing very fast, is she? Hey, what was that all about, please? You, Bane the Sender. You see a heavy-set man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he seems to have been, bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully, then calls out in a high voice, "Craddock, good sir?" What? His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. "1,000 apologies, good sir, if I have given offence." He gives a slight bow. "I am called Bane the Sender, third child of Dai Bane the Sender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders." No apologies necessary, Bane. What do you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer of the Hive. Bane looks like he's in pain, but alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be you have heard such a man? No. He gives a deep sigh. I'm bound to deliver a message to him, and as yet, fortune has chosen not to favour me. I could help you. I could pass along your message. Bane's face lights up like a lantern. Oh, fortunate day for Bane and the House of Senders. Any assistance you could provide would be most welcome. If you can find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall see to it you are paid for your trouble. Okay. Bane recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be cursed by the 3rd day or there will be a penalty. Bane frowns. I'm told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I will pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go that might help me find him? He's said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, that he is an overseer in one of the hive marketplaces. Alas, I know little else than that, good sir. Bane bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favour you and you are able to bear the message to credit, be so kind as to return and tell me of it. I will see to it your efforts are rewarded.
Updated my journal.
Okay. You see a woman dressed in faded, patched up clothes. She glances at you as you approach, but turns away quickly, as if unwilling to make eye contact with you. Greetings. The woman glances at you again, gives you an ice-cold look, then turns away. Miss? She turns again, and this time you see a dagger in her hand. Leave me be, dog, or I'll be jabbing this where they'll never be finding it. Calm down. She makes a semicircle over her heart with a free hand, as if to ward off evil. I have nothing to say to you. Begone with you. Alright, fucking hell. Why are people so mean to me? Or are you angry, Hive Dweller? See a man in old and tattered clothes. As you approach him, he makes a detour to avoid walking. Hey, hold a moment. He begins to walk faster. Sir? He turns, glancing briefly to the right and left at you as if you'd be looking to see if you have any friends with you. He draws a dagger. You best leave me be, or you'll be wearing your the steel between your ribs. I have questions. I'm sure you do, and I have no answers for the likes of you. Piss off. Okay. Hello, Anna.
Off.
Excuse me? You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armour. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch her. Pike off. Greetings. The girl ignores you. Who are you? The girl sneers and makes an obscene gesture with her tail. Pike off, you clueless sod. I just had some questions. Aye? And what is it you want? Can you tell me where I am? You're lost, but you're about to find trouble. Make yourself lost somewhere else, Bubba. Do you know you've got a tail? Do I now? The girl looks at her tail. So I do, and here I was thinking that it was a trick of the eye. My, aren't you a sharp cutter? She bares her teeth. Why don't you piss off to whatever hole you crawled out of and leave me be? Me nor my tail is for trade, jig. Alright, I was just curious. It's just as well neither of you nor your tail are for sale. You couldn't squeak out a living with them anyway. Mort. What are you about, you blighter? Say it again. He didn't say anything, but I'm so curious. Why do you have a tail? The girl's eyes narrow to slits. Are you daft? Can it be that you're dumber than stone? Or mayhaps you're the power of ignorance? May the dabbers brick you and look over it and make you a street. Look. She's a tiefling, chief. They got some demon's blood in them, and that makes them paranoid and defensive. Nice tail, though. Shame it's plastered on such an ugly body. Hey, good one, Mort. You better latch your bone box, you foul-mouthed mimir, before I split you from your jaw, jig. Why don't you try and split my jaw, chit? All I'm hearing is a lot of chatter from some hive trash. Throw a punch, I dare you. I'll bite your legs off. Enough. Aye, that's right. Leash your mimir, tard. Or I'll bury him with his body, jig. What are you talking about? Aye, mimir. What? The gulf between your ears so wide, me words echo? Egypt. What is a mimir? Got it. Guess I know which of you has the brains, eh? It's actually me. I have the brains. Yeah, look. I got more questions. I'm looking for someone named Farrod. Do you know where I can find him? Aye, I might. I might say more if you sweeten the question. Aye. She clicks her tongue and rubs two fingers together. Jink, jink. Aye. Jink, jink? She means money. Oh. Aye. She glances at Mort and shrugs. What the skull said. Hard coin. How much? How much is it to you, you know? She studies you, then folds her arms. Come on, I haven't got all day.
Well, what is it? I've not.
I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? She looks at you strangely. Nay, I've seen nothing like that, I haven't. Okay. I want to do this. I want to say, he said, and I agree, that you couldn't make a living selling yourself. Oh, aye. It's good I sell corpses then, aye. You look ready for the dustman's furnace, the both of you. The tail begins to lash back and forth. Don't make me put you in the dead book. Sell corpses? Aye, the dustmen pay a little jink for anyone with a will to scrape deaders off the street and bring them to the mortuary. This is me territory though, so don't you even think about fishing for deaders here. Your territory? Aye, my territory. What, is the gulf between... So wide do words echo? You said that before. I have nothing more to say to you. You better watch your tongue, girl, or it's coming off. You better remember that if we speak again.
I know deaders today said walking
Okay.
ones looks like.
She's a meanie.
Aye, slow siggle day it is.
Greetings. Yes, I had some questions. Do you know Farod? Where's the Gathering Dust Bar? I've lost my journal. Goodbye.
Find any deaders. Maybe I could gut a dusty.
What's that? Harlot, Hive Thug, Hive Dweller, Hive Dweller. Lady strike me blind. I think I've seen you before, Cutter, but I never thought I'd see you again. Sigil smaller than ye thinks, I suppose. You know me? She smiles nervously. Know ye? Nay, but like I said, I've seen you. 'Twas last year, late at night, near Antipeak, looking for me sister I was, when you came tearing past like mad. Stumbled and dropped this, you did, right at my feet afore running off. I kept it for good luck, seeing as how fate saw fit to drop it right in front of me. She holds up a wicked-looking dagger. Here, seeing as I've run into you again, take it back, Cutter. Farewell. Thank you.
Can't find any deaders. Maybe I could gut a dusty.
Green steel knife, green steel dagger. 2 to 5. What's that one? 1 to 4. Hell yeah. And what's that? 2 to 4. And that's 2 to 5. My knife is way better. Hell yeah. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was Penn's note. Yeah, okay. I like talking to people. They give me shit. Frightened Hive Dweller. Hello. You see a man in tattered clothing. As you approach him, he suddenly stops and begins to look around frightened. Greetings. The man looks startled and takes a step back. Huh? What you be wanting, Cutter? His voice is shaky, and he seems taken aback by your scars. I have nothing on me, so I don't... and me rags are not worth the trouble. I'm not here to rob you. I had questions. He keeps a safe distance. His eyes dart from side to side as if expecting something to step out from the shadows. Questions, you said? And what might those questions be? Can you tell me about this city? What do you know about Sigil then? What is this place? The city of doors, the cage. Place where all the doors lead to and from, center of the plains, and gets most of the backwash from the other places too. Some say this is where everybody ends up at one point or another. City of doors? You see, Cutter, the city is... He frowns as if struggling with the words. The city's got a batch of doors scattered through it, and you see, the doors... He frowns and then sighs. The doors? Let me rattle my bone box a little more sense. You see, there's doors all over Sigil, but they don't always look like doors. They're more like portals, see? And they can just about be anything. A window frame, a picture frame, an archway, a barrel hoop, space between the table's legs, or a statue's legs. And you think all these things are doors? He frowns again. Doors, portals can be anything that's closed on all sides. It's hard to tell where they are unless you got the key to the door. That's how you get here, Cutter, through a door. What makes you say that? Well, you don't look like you're from around Sigil, see? What are those keys you mentioned? Each door's got a key, which makes it open, see? Most times you won't even know a door's around unless you've got the key. Then the door opens and you can step through and take your chances. Trick is, you know how I was saying that doors can be anything? Well, so can keys. They could be a tune you hum to yourself near a door, a thought you'd be having about pastries, or a little jig you do, or maybe the key's an object like a piece of glass or a cobblestone or a broken tooth, anything. Sounds pretty confusing. You get used to it, you do. And where do they all go? Doors can go anywhere, Cutter. Some don't even lead to the same place twice. You see? Such is the way and the number of doors that lead to almost anywhere in the plains. Anywhere. It's just that there are so damnable many of them, it's hard finding one to take you right where you want to go. Okay. Can you tell me about the slums? He looks at you warily and his brow furrows in confusion. What are you wanting to know about the Hive, Cutter? Why is it called the Hive? He looks puzzled. I don't know. He looks frightened that he doesn't know the answer. Mess of streets? Mess of people, mayhap? What's of interest? Depends. Depends on what you find interesting, Cutter. I'm looking for a good time. Yeah! Well, he licks his lips. There's the smouldering corpse bar and the dusty bar, though you don't look the Cutter to be drinking bub with the dusties. Any of the other places around here is just dangerous, so be on your guard. Where are these places you mentioned? Well, the smouldering corpse is a few blocks southward of the mortuary, and the dusty bar is just a little to the south and west of the mortuary. Okay. I'm looking for work. He thinks, precious little honest work to be found around here, Cutter. You can hunt some brain vermin for some copper, pass them off to the bench office for vermin for some jink. To hear tell, but messing with the brain vermin is dangerous work though. You can also gather some deaders from around the hive, take it to the mortuary for some jink. Where's the branch office? It's next to the hive market. Go spireward, that's south and west of the mortuary, 3 or 4 blocks, and you'll be dead end into it. The rat catchers mither out in front, you can't miss it. Brain vermin? Aye, nasty little critters. He bares his teeth like a rat. He looks pretty foolish. Alone, they're barely nothing at all. It's just when brain vermin get together, they get all smart. The more of them there are around each other, they start getting as smart as a human. He shakes his head. Nobody in their right mind wants that to happen. Hazard to everyone's health it is. Gather bodies? Aye, the Dusties will pay jink for any deader you bring to their gates. Not much jink to be made, but enough for the collectors to keep making their rounds. And there's always enough deaders to be found around here. Collectors? Vultures. A lot of them. Have their kip in Ragpicker's Square. Gather the deaders, scuttle everything worth jink from them, then sell the bodies back to the Dusties at the mortuary. Why do they do that? Dusties pay jink to people for bringing them deaders off the streets and alleys. Makes the Dusties lives a little easier to have a batch of hivers collecting bodies for them. A lot of deaders in the hive every day. Can you tell me about the lady? Wait, hang on. What's of interest? Yeah, I'm looking for someone named Farrod. Name's not one I know, Cutter. Who is he? He's a collector, I think. Well, he's most likely has his kip in Ragpicker's Square then. You might want to look there. During the day, that is. Not a nice place at night. Where is it? It's a few blocks from here. Go west to the mortuary as far as you can go, then you'll run right into it. Careful when you're around there though, Cutter. The collectors there don't always wait for a body to die before collecting on them. And finally, I'm looking for a missing journal. Do you happen to know where I might find one? You're missing a what? He looks confused. No idea where you'd find such a thing. Okay. What can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? The Mistress of Sigil. You've not heard of her? You must be blessed or more know little about Sigil indeed. He laughs weakly. Lady's words lure here in Sigil. He thinks for a moment, except she don't say much. Dead silent she is, actually. Some lore. He looks at you warily. Don't want to be talking too much about her, Cutter. You don't want to cross her shadow, nor be singing her praises, alright? Now let's say no more about it. Rattling your bone box about the lady is dim indeed. What else can you tell me about this lady? Oh, okay. He licks his lips as you turn to leave. Cutter, you might think he studies you a moment. You could spare a few coppers for a blood who helped you on your way. Not many around here do that for a fella. Enough for a man to wet his tongue after all that talking, eh? You can have 10 coppers, sure, why not? He glances around to see if anyone saw the exchange, then tucks the jink into the folds of his robe. Thank you kindly, Cutter. May the lady's shadow pass you by. You're very welcome. You scared little man. Here's some thugs. You see a heavy-set man. He has a stone-faced expression. Greetings. The man looks at you. Farewell.
What's up? You epoxy bastard. Yeah?
You epoxy bastard. Heyo.
Good as done.
Greetings. Farewell. He tries to attack me.
Huh?
I don't know if I'm supposed to attack all these people, but
You blathering. What?
To be telling us about
like I would rather get the jump on them before they get the jump on me. You know what I mean? So it's a huge monument. There is no name or plaque identifying what it is honouring. Right, what's this place? Pox. This cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble, and what appears to be a foul green-purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi? Who are you? Pox, I am. Hi. Pox? Mother and father named me. Wished a pox on firstborn. A curse given. Came true, it did. Hi. Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish-green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. Okay. How did you get a name like Pox? Okay. What are you doing? Wait for deaders, do I? Hi. Deaders? Corpses? Why? Find the deader, take him through the gate, get some jink, then again I wait. Through the gate? Why? A deader's to a dustman what a copper's to a collector. Bring them to the dead. Bring them the dead, they give you copper at the gate, they do. Hi. Why do dustmen pay for the dead? Streets clean, deaders put in their place, streets don't stink, dead aren't lost, kept inside gate, all happy. What do the dustmen do with these deaders? Hold deaders inside gate, put them on slabs, cut them up, bury them, or make them walk. Make them walk? Hi. They make some get back up, if the deader gives the dustmen leave to, and the deader becomes a skells or a zoms. Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Hi. The only deader or dustmen go in the gate they do. You want pox? Make you dead again. Again? Hi, many times you ask. Pox always do. How many times exactly? Many times. So we've met before. What do you know about me? You a deader who don't stay deader for long. Deal square with Pox you do. Do you know anything else about me? You a deader who don't stay deal with... Do you know anything else beside that? I don't want to die. Do you know someone named Farod? Farod, collector. Big name has weight. Cast long shadow it does. Do you know where I might find him? Lives in the hive, here, somewhere. Can you be more specific? Somewhere in the hive he is. Farod hide he does. Very hard finding he is. Not worth finding he is. Not worth finding? What do you mean? Many hates him, other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him, not like Farod at all. Sharegrave? Sharegrave, big name, carry weight. Would your boss, this Sharegrave, know where Farod is?
Updated my journal.
Sharegrave knows dark, he does. No Farrod are hiding, he does. Sharegrave in Ragpicker Square, many blocks west of here. Say Sharegrave that Pox sends you. Tell him Sharegrave become Sharecopper with Pox, he will. I've lost a journal. You wouldn't happen to have seen one, would you? No journal have I seen. Things get lost in the hive. Never found again. Maybe journal one of them.
What's up, Chief?
That's rather interesting, innit? What have we got? Some hive dwellers. Oh, he's a frightened dude. Greetings, I'm not here to rob you. Nothing, farewell. No. Oh well, aye, peace then, cutter. What did you say? The man looks startled and raises his hands. Nay, nay, nothing, cutter. I was remarking on the weather, so I was. Nothing about ye. Lame run. He asks about the gathering dust bar. She scowls and doesn't want to talk to me. Hive tout. This smiling middle-aged woman trots up to you and curtsies. Lo, sir, and well met. For merely a single copper common, I can offer me services as a tout. Somewhere I can point out for you. What's a tout? The woman looks at you skeptically, then shrugs. A tout's a guide of sorts, sir. I can help you around these parts of the hive. Okay, here's a copper. The one palms the coin and curtsies. This part of the hive has gates leading west and south. Locations of note include the mortuary, the gathering dust bar, the Dustman Memorial, and a mausoleum. I'd also recommend you stay away from a particular alley that leads southwest. It's full of dangerous thugs. Dangerous thugs. Where's the mortuary? Mortuary is that enormous dome-shaped compound over in the northeast part of the area. The dustmen won't let you inside, though, unless you've got business there. Or if you're dead, I suppose. Where's the gathering dust bar? Southwest corner. Memorial. Towards the middle of the northern half of the area, 'tis a walled courtyard of sorts, with an open archway in each wall. There's usually a gaggle of dustmen mourning near the entrance. Where's the mausoleum? Northwest corner. Where does the west gate lead? More of the hive, sir. There's a flop house there if you're tired and looking to rest. Where does the south gate lead? Just more of the hive, sir. There's a tattoo parlour that way, and the smouldering corpse bar. Mess of toughs there, though. The whole building full of them.
Hey.
Okay, bye.
We're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Who are we being watched by? He keeps saying that. You see a haggard woman wrapped in rags. Her hair's dishevelled and dirty, and her complexion is extremely dark. Burns cover her arms, and her right hand is a fused lump of flesh. It looks melted, like wax exposed to great heat.
Updated my journal.
What is it you want to me? The woman's accent is thick, and you're having difficulty making out what she's saying. You want me to leave? Not leaving the city, so I'm not. I can't. Tried. It's not a city, it's a prison everywhere. Everywhere? There's worlds, her eyes gleam madly. Plains that be sinking sands, fields thirsty nettles be, sightless worlds where your limbs are given life and hate, cities of dust, whose people are dust and whisper ash. The house without doors, the twilight lands, the singing winds. She starts to sob quietly, but she seems all out of tears, and shadows, the terrible shadows there be. Where are these places? Where's them places? She flings the lump of her right hand in an arc, gesturing at the cityscape. They're all here. Doors be everywhere. You're not knowing this? She squints at you. Her teeth start chattering. Tell you I will. Beware every space you walk through or touch in this thrice-cursed city. Doors, gates, arches, windows, picture frames, the open mouth of a statue, the spaces between shelves. Beware any space bounded on all sides. All of these are doors to other places. Every door has a key, it does, and with this key, they show their true nature. An arch becomes a portal, a picture frame becomes a portal, a window becomes a portal, all eager to take you someplace else. They steal you away. She raises the lump of her right hand, and sometimes what's on the other side takes part of you as tithe. What are these keys? The keys number as many as the doors of the city. Every door, a key. Every key, a door. Her teeth start chattering again, as if she's cold. And a key is anything. It may be an emotion, an iron nail held between your second and fifth fingers, A thought 3 times, then thought once in reverse, or it may be a glass rose. And these are all keys that open these
Updated
doors?
my journal.
Yes. Her teeth start chattering. She clenches her mouth closed and squints her eyes. Yes, can't leave, can't leave. How did you get here?
Updated my journal.
From... She seems to calm slightly, and her eyes take on 1,000-league stare. Came from a place else from here, almost a life ago. Hummed a tune by a glade with 2 dead trees that had fallen together. A brilliant door opened in the space between the cross trees, showed me the city on the other side. I stepped through and entered here. Why can't you go back? Tried. She tries to sob again, but no tears come. Tried. All doors here lead to other places. She shudders and grips her melted right hand. Went through thrice 10 portals, some of purpose, some accident. None are right. Can't find way back. There must be a portal that can take you back. Can't even leave here, this square. And there, the place of death behind the gate waits for me. She points at the mortuary behind the gate, then turns back to you, her face desperate. Can't go anywhere in this city. You can't go anywhere? What do you mean? Anything could be a door. Any arch there, any door here could be a portal. Don't know, the key could get us sent to another horrible place. Her teeth start chattering again. Got to stay away from the closed spaces. All could be doors. Could have a key on me. I not be knowing it. You're afraid to go through any door or arch because it might be a portal? She nods, her teeth chattering. How long have you been afraid of this? She squints. Since the last time I walked through the last portal, the place where my hand... She stops. Since my 10th turning. I'm in me 10th turning that now. Her teeth begin chattering again. 30 years? You haven't walked through any doors for 30 years? Her vision seems to clear slightly. She looks up at you, her teeth still chattering. If you got here, there must be a portal that can take you back. It's only a matter of finding it. She smiles. Her teeth aren't chattering because she's cold. They are moving around inside her head, her gums twisting as the teeth shift about. They rise and recede as you watch, chattering as they rattle against each other. What? She hisses at you. Only takes 1 portal you steps through accident to drive the fear into you. I went through thrice 10, lost my hand, burned my flesh, and lost my sense. She looks down at her feet. And more, and more. I'm sorry. If I can find somebody to help you, I will.
Updated my journal.
Catch you later, little girl. I felt bad for her. So what have I got? Find a way to help Ingress. Free Angiar from his dead contract. And find Craddock. What are all these dustmen standing around here for? Greetings. I would speak with you. Wait, listen to the chanting. All the dustmen carry the exact same tone and rhythm. The chant rises to a near shout every few minutes, then slowly fades in a way that reminds you of an echo. Once it fades completely, the dustmen speak several lines praising the true death, then begin their chant again. I would speak with you for a moment. The dustman lifts her head. She does not stop chanting, keeping the same pace and tone as the other dustmen about her. What are you doing? She ignores you, instead bowing her head and resuming chanting. I would speak with you. I would speak with you. Okay, bye. What's this? Vines. Vines. They all say the same thing. You're an angry hive dweller. Greetings, sir. Calm down. Goodbye. That's a hive tau, frightened dweller. The man's eyes go wide and the blood drains from his face. Powers above and below. They said you'd come back, but I didn't believe him. He turns to flee. Try and grab him. I take it I didn't catch him. The man gasps and points at Mort. Oi, look, a floating skull. Mort rolls his eyes and cries, Oi, look, a talking turd. What? Looking to get a few teeth knocked out, you jabbering bonebox? The man steps towards Mort menacingly. Yeah, I stopped the man. You move between Mort and the man. He scowls at you, then backs away. Wasting my time. He turns to walk away. Stay away from that burnt out alley. Already been there. What is this place?
Done.
Blast! I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters when they're evoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it you want? Apologies for disturbing you. Wait, what? You're a spellcaster. I want to learn. Teach me. Teach me, senpai.
I'm gone.
There's all these thugs around, but I don't know if they, like, attack me themselves? Or, like, they only ever attack me when I'm talking to them. Do you know what I mean? Stay away. He wants to talk about an alleyway. Alright, I'll talk to these fellows. Greetings, farewell.
What's the word, Chief? You know, if I gotta slam my ass up.
Done.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, why do all these guys want me dead?
You're sheer huh?
Damn.
Good as done.
I'll attack him, fuck it.
What? You got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has... What's up, Chief?
Was that a crit? That looked pretty sick.
Okay.
Done.
Greetings, farewell. He tries to attack me. I kill him.
What's the word, Chief? Joke on a bone, you witless. What's up?
Joke on a bone.
Sure, why not?
Elderly hive dweller, talk to me. A sense of great loss hangs over this elderly woman like a dark cloak. As you watch her, a long, sad sigh escapes her lips. Greetings. She looks up at your face, cloudy eyes squinting and straining to see you clearly. Forgive me, young cutter, but I'm an old woman and don't see so well. Do I know you? Perhaps, but I don't know you. She mulls your answer over for a moment, nodding. What was it you wanted then? Had some questions. Questions? Her expression curdles. Oh no, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Name, job, and all that rot, eh? Well, I won't have it. Off with you. I'm not an adventurer. Bar that, the woman jobs a finger at you. I've watched the dustmen put the name of me husband, damn his soul, me son, and both me and my daughters in the memorial. Adventurers all of them. Why, I sung quite a sword myself in the day, so as I know when one I meets one. The old woman seems to be working herself into a fit. Her face has become flushed, and flecks of spittle fly from her lips as she howls at you. I'll bet you've got all sorts of balmy questions. She mimics your heroic stance. Greetings, I have some questions. Can you tell me about this place? Who's the Lady of Pain? I'm looking for the magic girdle of Swank Iron. Have you seen it? Do you know where the portal to the 2817th plane of the Abyss might be? Do you know where the holy flaming frostbrand gronk-slaying vorpal hammer of wounding and returning and shooting lightning out your bum is? She spits. Dung, all of it. Only gets you in the dead book. I ought to kick you in the shins for even pestering a poor old woman about it. Now go away, leave me in peace. Damn! She has nothing important to say to me. Okay. Greetings, sir. Calm down. Goodbye.
All right.
That guy's just like creeping around by himself. I think this is the guy that I already spoke to. That's fine. You're a frightened hive dweller. And this takes me back to the bar. Alright, so we've got south, we've got Alley of Dangerous Angles, Angiar's house. I guess we should go to the Gathering Dust bar then. Wait, who was that? Oh, it's just a harlot.
Chief, what are we doing in here? Let's say we just give this place the laugh, all right?
I understand, Mort. Awaiting death, before he was a young dustman, with stubble on his chin and dark circles beneath his eyes. He's staring at the wall with a somber expression. Greetings. He doesn't look up. He stares straight ahead, as if he's seeing something several leagues beyond the walls of the bar. Can I ask you some questions? He doesn't respond. He keeps staring. Alright then, Mort hisses at you. Let's go, Chief. This dusty might as well be fertilizer. As you turn to leave, the dustman suddenly speaks, his voice barely a murmur. You have to strain to hear his words. You think he said something about wanting to die. What did you say? The boy's expression does not flicker. Do you want to die? Lie. Yes, do you? Yes, he studies you. Why do you want to die? Truth, what is there to live for? I'm trapped in this city filled with beasts and monsters with no recollection of how I got here or why. I'm a stranger to both this city and to myself. Life holds nothing of value for me. Truth, because it is denied to me. That alone makes me desire it. Truth, there is something missing inside me, and I am speaking with you, but still somehow I feel hollow inside. No matter what I do, I cannot shake the feeling. I think death may be preferable. Truth, I think it is possible that I may learn something about myself in death that I cannot in life. Truth, I was lying when I told you I wanted to die. Who does, do you? 6, I do not want to discuss this with you. Wait, so I lied, but my only options is truth. I think I may learn something about myself in death that I cannot in life. I'll say that. The dustman listens silently. After you speak, he does not respond. He merely watches you. It looks like he's thinking. Do you want to die? Is that why you asked? Yes. Why don't you want to live? This is living. He bares his teeth and his hands clench. This existence is a mockery of life. I do not wish to continue the charade any longer. Death is silent, comforting. Maybe after the first death. He blinks then sneers. The first death? What, were you resurrected? If I ever die and remember, I will return and speak to you of it. Then you may gauge whether I lie or not. He blinks then sneers. You lie. No man can die more than once, not without being resurrected by mighty magics. Okay. Cool story, bro. Yes, not... She doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, Naroch. You see a spindle-thin dustman in dirty black robes. His stiff black hair springs forth from his skull like a crown of spikes, and his leper-white skin is drawn sharply across his skull. He's frowning into his drink and mumbling to himself. Greetings. The dustman looks up and blinks once, then looks you up and down, studying you. As he studies you, he takes one of his spiked locks and points it at himself. Naroch, Initiate, Dustman, Guard. I'm here about the posting outside. The dustman looks you up and down. Many troubles have I. Help, can you? A mausoleum awakes, the dead walk, the dead disturbed, the dustman disturbed. Find out what disturbs the undead, and copper coins will I pay. Very well, where is the mausoleum?
My journal.
Norwich nods. Mausoleum by Dustman Memorial. Go north and west from Black Monument. Go to Arch and a semicircle over your heart with this finger make. He wiggles his index finger of his right hand. To the mausoleum you will go. I'll look into it. But won't you also... This one. Oh, Mortai Gravesend. Cool. Zombie worker. Hello. This female corpse is dressed in heavy burlap shirt covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closed and her arms and legs are wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seem to have been soaked in preservatives to keep the corpse fresh. As a result, the corpse's rotting odour has been replaced with an equally repulsive vinegar smell. Do anything later? As you turn away, you notice Mort staring at you. Eh? What is it? Did you see the way the cadaverous beauty was staring at me? Mort's teeth chatter as if in anticipation. She was looking for some lucky cutter to thaw her coffin. Please don't start this again. Mort ignores you and becomes thoughtful. I don't really mind the attention, actually. It's just that I like to be seen as something more than just a skull, you know? I have feelings that go beyond my base animal instincts. I want courtship, not some fortnight fling around a mausoleum. Mort, you are a skull. Nobody can help but see you as a skull. Accept it. Yeah, well, I may be just a skull, but I've got a big heart. Actually, you don't have one of those. What, were you dumped into my life to spit on my dreams and aspirations? Fine, by the way, then. Oh, fine, be that way, then. I don't have a heart, but I do have a soul. Well, actually, I'm betting you do... forget it. See a somber, pale-faced dustman in black robes. I have some questions. Not at this time. Okay. As you approach, the elderly woman turns and stares at you. La, look who's come a-calling on Seer today. Death's dearest son. She looks you up and down and shakes her head in disbelief. By every power in its mother, boy, what crypt did you crawl out of? Well, the crypt was losing its charm, so now I'm looking for the right place to die. Know of anywhere? She barks a laugh that rattles your ears. Ha! Not here, unless you want to die of boredom. What's wrong with here? Yeah, someone pinch your senses, Andesite boy. She waves her hand around to the bar. Look around, what do your eyes tell you? A bunch of fun-loving dustmen drinking happily and conversing merrily, celebrating life to its fullest. You've got a clever tongue there, boy. Mayhap your tongue is cleverer than you are. Seer squints at you, then snorts. That'd explain the scars. But it doesn't explain why a dustman is standing here ridiculing other dustmen. Care to answer that one? Are you a dustman? A dustman, I suppose, Seer sniffs. Yeah, I've seen enough sand pass through the hourglass while wearing these robes. This body's almost ready to pay the ferryman. She chuckles, but there's no mirth in it. Are you afraid of dying? Of course I am, boy. Who isn't? She frowns and glances around. Well, except dustmen. They're not afraid because they've been swallowing so much of their own bat droppings over the decades they've blinded themselves into thinking that death is some kind of release. So what sparked this crisis of faith? Life, I suppose. Never you mind. I won't bore you with the niggling details. I'd like to know, actually. Oh, would you? How old do you take me for, boy? Old. She snorts. Well, you're wrong. I'm really old. Now I've spent most of my long years teaching dustmen. I've seen the dustmen whelps grow within our order, taught them the ways of the faction, kept the faith, preached the tenets of the faction, and so on and so on. No questions, no doubt. This life was merely an antechamber that led to the true death. What happened? Well, a half-month back, I was sick with a fever. I thought it was the end. It rattled my cage. How? The face becomes a stone. There's something about having your faction members circle around your deathbed like a pack of pale-faced ghouls, nodding and agreeing that your suffering and dying is all for the best. Oh, Seer is so fortunate. She shall be relieved of the burden of life. Burden of life? That's when it struck me. That there's something. A queer expression comes over her features. Addled about not appreciating your life. The dustman keeps saying that life is misery and suffering. Is it? That we should be happy to pass on into oblivion. Should we? Questions, questions, and precious few answers. Hey Mossy, welcome in. You didn't miss a lot. We've just wandered around Sigil for a little bit, talked to some people, and we keep getting attacked by thugs. Or rather, I keep talking to thugs and then they try and kill me. So I make it a point to go and talk to them until they try and kill me now. It doesn't look like you believe the Dustman philosophy anymore. I suppose I've got a swarm of doubts all buzzing in my skull. She rubs her temples. Hard to get them all to be quiet sometimes. They need to be fed some answers, and I haven't got them all worked out yet. Thugs everywhere, just like in Detroit. Yeah. Fucking thugs. What will you do? To be square, boy, I don't know. That's the problem with doubt. I can't even trust what I'm feeling is true, or if I'm scared of death only because of my brush with the fever, or even what I should do. Is this a passing thing? I don't know. If you truly believed in the Dustman philosophy, then your brush with the fever would not have left you with such doubts. She stares at you, then nods slowly. Maybe so, maybe so. She frowns, her face wrinkling up in concentration. I'll have to chew it over some more. You should. It's no small matter. La now. Enough of me rattling on about my woes. She stares at your scars. You look like you've shared a few handshakes with death yourself. Hasn't that changed your views somewhat? Doesn't it make you appreciate life a bit more? Oh, should I tell her about this? Like, I don't want to tell Dustmen in general, but I think I might. She seems nice. Well, my condition is unique. I woke up in the mortuary. I think they mistook me for a corpse and were preparing to bury me. The strange thing is, I think I actually had died and got better. You're rattling my coffin. It's true. Strange are the ways of the plains, and I've seen too much to throw any tale out in the wash. If it's true, why does this happen? All I know is I woke up in the mortuary with no memory and covered with enough wounds to kill me 3 times over. Now don't be saying that out too loud. Most peculiar. Never heard of anything like that. Shame about the memories. Do you have any idea why this happens? Nope, not a one. Never knew anyone who death couldn't take until now. Three times, he says. I have noticed there's been a number of people mentioning things coming in 3s in this game. Questions, eh? Well, you can. Crypt Walker. I'm searching for a man named Farad. Have you seen him? Her face crumples into a frown. That dog. He's the worst of the collector lot. I heard he has a kip set up somewhere in Ragpickers Square, many streets west of the mortuary gate. Dangerous place, though. Some of those collectors aren't patient enough to wait for folks to die, so they can sell them for jink. Collectors are vermin that scavenge the bowels of the hive for bodies to sell to the dustmen. Make a living off the dead. A motley breed. Makes you ashamed to share the same city with them. She sighs. At least they help keep the streets clean. Even my streams come in 3s. I don't know how I could do that. Every game I have to beat in 3 streams. Would be impossible. Or 3 times a day. 3 streams a day, yeah. Have you seen a journal recently? I'm missing mine. What does it look like? I don't know. If you don't know what it looks like, how do you expect me to find it? I'm beginning to wonder that myself. I want to ask about some of the dustmen in particular. Tell me about awaiting death. Awaiting death, the boy has half the sense of a jackass. He actually wants to die, and him so young too. I wish death would rattle his cage, teach him a few things. I met a scribe named Dahl in the mortuary. Do you know him? Dahl? He was my instructor in the philosophical arts during my early training at the mortuary, and a crusty fool to boot. He's ill, so my ears tell me. I bet he'll even bore death with his presence. Is he dying? Sicker than a spotted dog. Not much sand left in the hourglass for him. Oh, poor Dahl. I met a guide at the mortuary, Suego. Do you know him? That boy used to be a regular around here. Don't know what happened to him. Could be he was shaken up after his friend died. Explain. One of his friends was killed in the hive a few weeks ago, torn apart by rats. She shakes her head. Messy business. Has Sergo always been a guide at the mortuary? No, only for the past few months. And last I heard he was just sent off on some missionary duty, but I don't know where. One of the embalmers in the mortuary, Iven. Do you know her? Who? A strange young woman, poor eyesight, near deaf, talons for hands. Maybe she's a new initiate, never heard of her. I didn't crawl out of any crypt. She frowns, her face wrinkling like crumpled parchment. Right then, what coffin did you crawl out of? One of those shoddy splint coffins that Hamry's most like. Gives corpses splinters, I hear. That boy's not been worth a clipped copper since his father died. Who's Hamry's? Hamry's is a coffin coffin maker in the lower ward. Inherited the shop when his father died, much to the shame of every corpse needing a coffin, crypt or tombstone and sigil. What happened to his father? Those ears just for show, boy. He died. His son talked him to death, most likely. That boy's tongue doesn't stop rattling. I'm surprised he doesn't shake his head loose from his shoulders. You two sound like you have a lot in common. She narrows her eyes. Do us both a favour and latch that bone box of yours, boy. Don't be drawing comments between me and that yapping whelp. Okay, bye. Oh, here's that Mortai Gravesend. This tiny, wizened man is dwarfed by his huge dustman robes. They look as if they were chosen to cloak his small stature. Although he looks to be in his late 90s, the man is extremely energetic. He fidgets continuously, and his eyes dart around the bar like a bird's. Greetings. The man's eyes gleam as he takes your measure, and he gives a slight nod in greeting. Hail and well met, traveller. You look like one who is just getting their sigil legs about them. Pardon me, have we met before? Your face seems familiar somehow. Possibly. Are you certain it was me? Maybe I was mistaken. Mortai shakes his head. Well, no matter, no matter. How is it that Mortai Gravesend can help you? Do you seek the contract, perhaps? Contract? The contract. Why, it is but a simple transaction. From the depths of this huge robe, Mortai pulls forth a dusty parchment and a quill pen. I give you 50 commons. In return, after death, the Dustman faction may claim your remains. He smiles, then clucks his tongue. What use will you have for them at that point anyway? What do Dustmen do with the body? Mortai holds up his hands as if he doesn't know. What does it matter? It's of no consequence when you pass on. It matters to me. Well, if you must know, oft-times nothing is done with the body, and it is we, the Dustmen, who have wasted all that money. More fools us. He gives a slight smile, then looks apologetic. But rarely, there are times when the workers in the mortuary need to be replaced, and then we may have a need for your body. You mean I'll be animated as a corpse and put to work in the mortuary? That doesn't sound good. Ah, but no harm is done, no pain. And there is no danger. In exchange for money you can spend in this life, you merely have to give us something that you will have no need for anyway once you've died. He taps his chest. I signed the contract myself, if you must know. I shall have no need of my body when I pass on. I'll consider it, but I have questions. Of course, it'd be my pleasure to answer anything. Can you tell me about the patrons here? Tell me about awaiting death. A troubled initiate. He seeks death with a passion that is most inappropriate for a dustman. A dustman not allowed to feel passions? Oh my, yes. Too much passion, too much emotion prevents one from reaching the true death. To be passionate runs contrary to the philosophy of our faction. True death? The true death is the state of peaceful oblivion all dustmen aspire to, and help all others reach. Anything that ties a soul to this life is shunned by our faction, whether these ties are possessions or emotions. You see, possessions act as an anchor on the soul, preventing it from reaching the true death. Very bad, very bad. Tell me about Seer. A troubled initiate. I heard she contracted the sickness not long ago, and it changed her. Now she seems bitter and angry, and she does not speak the dustman beliefs with conviction she once did. I fear that bitterness is a passion that could jeopardize her position with the faction. Wait, she's an initiate? She was telling me how she was teaching people that are now like full-blown members. How is she still an initiate? Have you seen a journal? I'm missing mine. I know nothing about a journal. I deal with documentation of a much different sort. I'm searching for a man named Farad. Have you seen him? He's one of those collectors, isn't he? I know little of him. I think Initiate Emmerich mentioned him in passing. Emmerich should be around here in the bar somewhere. He can usually be found in the far corner at the head table, I believe. Are you the one who signed the dead contract with Angiar? Mayhap? I do not recall the name, however. Do you have that contract with you? He frowns, then looks into the folds of his robes. I do not normally keep the documentation with me, but it may be that... He pulls forth a sheaf of paper from within his robes and begins leafing through documents. No, I don't have it on me. Would you like me to fetch it from one of the back rooms? If you could, I would like to see it. Hold on a moment.
Updated my journal.
After a while, Mortai returns, a dusty piece of parchment in his hands. He holds it up, allowing you to see it, but he does not allow it to leave his grip. Updated my journal. There it is, sir. Angiar, very somber fellow, was quick to sign, and now a much richer fellow. It all looks in order. He puts the contract away and you notice he tucks it into his robes instead of putting it in the back room. Mortai clucks his tongue. Does that answer your question about the contract? I would like to settle the contract. He looks wary. I'm afraid that's impossible. The contract is signed, settled, and binding. The contract is tearing the man's life apart. It's causing him distress. It is possible that he may not be able to approach the true death with such emotions churning in his mind. Mortai chews it over for a moment. It looks like you've negotiated him into a corner. I cannot. It is a matter of law, my friend. Besides, the burden lies upon the signer to overcome his own feelings in order to reach the true death. I cannot. Hey, Hazy. Welcome in. How you doing, buddy? We're currently standing in a very silent bar with people murmuring at us. They're like evil versions of The Sims. So you're saying that you'll deny him the true death for the sake of a piece of parchment? He sighs and holds up his hands as if to placate you. Look, it's not how you're making it out to be. You obviously hold the philosophy of the Dustmen in contempt to damn a man's soul over a piece of paper. Do other members of your faction know of your conduct in this regard? If not, they soon will. Mortai glares at you for a moment, opens his mouth, closes it, then opens it. By the 9 hells! He reaches into his robes and throws the contract to you. Here, he sniffs disdainfully. All for a man's peace of mind. Now be gone. I will.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Oh, and then I threw it on the floor, apparently.
Yeah.
Here you go, maybe
Good
you
as
can
done.
take it. Oh, I dropped my scalpel instead, apparently. Sweet. Yeah, all good here, thanks, Hazy. All good here, or we will be when I figure out what's going on in this place. Zombie worker, do you say anything? Gaze you with vacant eyes, his lips semi stitched closed and bandages are wrapped in several places around his body. This dustman doesn't want to talk to me.
I'm gone.
There's nothing in that barrel. Barrels. He doesn't want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to me. Zombies can't talk to me. That's a shame. Zombie bodyguard? What the fuck? Oh, he's got bodyguards. These gates are made of a featureless black metal. There doesn't appear to be any way to open them. These gates are made of featureless black metal. 2 more named NPCs. I can see Emmerich. Oh, and Old Copper Eyes. I also want to try and steal whatever's behind this bar. Some rags. Nice. These bubbling tanks are dispersing their contents into wooden kegs. There is a faint smell of vinegar in the air. Old Copper Eyes. Where's old Shai Halud Eyes? In the desert. Before you was a tall, silent figure. He could easily pass for a statue, although the deep furrows in his face and brow make you wonder if the sculptor was a little too eager in defining the face with the chisel. He looks well over 50 years old, but exactly how much over 50 is hard to tell. As he turns slowly to look at you, you catch the dull sheen of copper in his eyes. Greetings. Old Copper Eyes stares at you. His eyes are difficult to make out past the black well of his eye sockets, but they look to have a coppery sheen about them. I have some questions. He says nothing. I want to sign one of your contracts. He makes the barest of nods and slowly reaches into his dustman robes with both hands. With his left hand, he pulls forth a bag of human skin. With his right hand, he draws forth a piece of parchment folded around a finger bone pen. The bag and the parchment are slowly laid on the table in front of you. Pick up the parchment and examine it. It's a contract that entitles the dustman to take possession of the signer's body after he has passed beyond the eternal boundary. The signer, in exchange, receives a monetary sum from the dustman, agreed upon at the time of signing. You assume the sum in the bag is the amount you will receive for the contract. Examine the bag. The bag is full of coppers. There looks to be about 100 in there. I've changed my mind. He says nothing, he simply puts them back. I'm not signing your fucking death contract. Right, I think that's everyone in here besides Emmerich. You see a heavy-set man with dark skin and grim features. He's dressed in dustman's robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have the look of one lost. The man's voice is like stone settling. The wind sends you, or are you here with purpose? Who are you? I'm Emmerich, factotum and initiate of the Fourth Circle. Is this your bar? If you measure the ownership in copper, this is not my establishment. If you measure ownership in spirit, it is mine. He pauses as if trying to emphasize a point. The dustmen here are my students. They are under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Can you tell me about the dustman faction? Dustmen seek the true death. Some call it oblivion, but this is incorrect. To dustmen, the true death is freedom from the chains of this false life. This life that many cling to with their emotions is a false existence. As long as one clings to it, they will continually be reborn into it. One must divest themselves of emotion to escape this cycle. How is your faction organized? Dustmen are organized into 5 circles. The 5th circle is made of the lowest rank of dustmen initiates. The 1st circle is comprised of the highest ranking dustmen, the ruling body of our faction. I would like to join the dustmen. No, I wouldn't. If you desire to join the Dustmen, I will hear your request. I desire to join the Dustmen. If you desire to join the Dustmen, then passion rules your mind. Passion's path is not a Dustman's path. I misspoke. I have no desire to join the Dustman faction. I merely believe what the Dustmen believe. Do you know our philosophy? Yes. Recite it. The goal of all Dustmen is to reach the true death, oblivion. This life that many cling to with their emotions and passions is a false one. As long as one clings to it, one will continually be reborn into it. One must divest themselves of emotion to escape the cycle. Do you believe it? I don't really want to join these. I think I'm doing something bad. I have other questions. Can you tell me about the dead contracts? Do you wish to sign the dead contract? What is it exactly? In exchange for 50 copper commons, the dead contract gives you the Dustman faction the right to your corpse after death. Do you wish to sign the dead contract? No. Wait, that copper eyes was going to give me 100 though. It said the bag had 100 in. Maybe that guy's an idiot. Or maybe he saw my value. He saw my worth. I'm in search of a journal. These eyes have seen no journal. Perhaps your search will take you elsewhere. Okay? I'm looking for a man named Farod. I would know why you seek the collector Farod. I wish to speak with him. As do I. He has made such things difficult. He speaks through other men. When two men speak through other men, little is said and much is lost. Why do you want to speak with Farod? Maybe I'll copperize his copper pieces for eyes, or he's bad at counting. Yeah, I think the guy might just be dumb. Or very generous. He's overly generous. The collector Farod has brought many corpses to the mortuary of late. One must ask where these bodies are from. Tell me more about the bodies. Some are recent dead. They still have their last moments in their eyes. Many more bodies are centuries dead. The dust of ages lies upon their bones. One must ask where these bodies are from. Well, it sounds like he's digging them up from a graveyard then. Or the mausoleum, right? Perhaps I could find out where the bodies are from. How would you do such a thing? I would track down Farod and ask him. If you spoke with the collector Farod and returned with his answers, you will have done a great service for the Dustmen. Find where the dead he brings to us are from, and you will be rewarded. Okie coke. Your path is our path. Return here when you have collector Farod's answers. Can you tell me where he is? It's not known. He hides from the eyes of the Dustmen. Okay. Okay, bye. Oh, I'm so glad to get out of that place.
Maybe I could gut a Dusty.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Looks like the Dusty's lost one of them deaders.
Let's go tell Angiar's wife that his contract's been removed. Were you able? Yes, I was able to get the contract from Mortai. Here it is. She looks relieved and her eyes become misty. Oh, by the powers. You must be a diva in disguise. I'm not a fucking diva. How dare you? To do such a thing for someone you barely know. Give her the contract.
Updated my journal.
Nay, nay. If you could show me husband the contract, say that you got it for him. But don't say how, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Yo, what up, angry man? Looks like the Dusties lost one of their deaders. Yeah. I don't like them. I don't like that faction, so I will do anything in my power to take away their people. You see Angiar, he doesn't look better than before. As you approach him, he turns to face you. His face tightens. You again. Didn't you hear me the first time, you pot-shredding dog? Get out of my house. Or so help the powers, I'll carve you where you stand. Show him the Dustman contract. As you pull out the contract, the blood drains out of Angiar's face. For a moment, he seems at a loss for word, then his temper quickly resurfaces. Where did you get that? By the powers, you best tell me. I took it from a Dustman named Mortai. It has your name on it. Angiar can't seem to take his eyes from the contract. Why'd you bring it to me? To ransom it? Tear up the contract.
Updated my journal.
You tear up the parchment and Angiar's eyes follow the bits of paper as they float to the ground with a desperate look. He shudders slightly, then straightens as if a great weight has been lifted from him. Yeah. He looks like he's about to thank you, then stops and stares at you suspiciously. Nothing's free, not in the hive, Cutter. Did I talk to the post-zombie? Yeah, I did. Well, I inspected the post-zombie and he just kind of like randomly pointed at places when I spoke to him. Poor post-zombie. It said he had like bird shits like splattered down him as well. Consider this free and expect a lot of the rules in the hive to change while I'm around. Angiar's angry expression crumbles. He looks tired of fighting for his good fortune. I must have prayed to the right powers this past half-month. You have my thanks, Cutter, for whatever that's worth. I have some questions. Ask you questions. Can I ask why you signed the Dustman contract? Perhaps it's the sheer amount of riches and wealth that surrounds you that distracted you. We have less than nothing, and I need a jink. Didn't seem to matter too much at the time where it came from. And selling my body to the Dusties is a lot more honest than most work around here. And what caused you to change your mind? It's just, I saw one of them zombies on the streets a half-month ago. One of them zombies that work for the Dusties, and it stabbed me in the heart. I knew I'd made a mistake. I didn't want to be any part of that after death. We've all had our share of mistakes. I suppose so. I'm looking for a man named Farrod. Do you know where I can find him? Aye, that name be known to me, and not a fond name it is either. What can you tell me about him? He's one of them collectors, and one with a long shadow. He has quite a few boys at his beck and call. He may not be the lord of the realm, but he's not a smart one to tangle with, lord or no. Do you know where I can find him?
Updated my journal.
Aye, but I wouldn't be doing you a favour telling it to you. His frown deepens. One of me kin fell into his lot a few months back and spilled some of the dark of old Farrod. To hear tell, Farrod's actually got his kit buried somewhere under Ragpicker Square. To get to it, there's some kind of portal you need to jump through while carrying some junk in your hand. Where is that? A few blocks from here. Go straight west from the mortuary gate. Keep going until you start seeing trash and rags piled up everywhere. You do best to walk careful there. The collectors there don't wait for a body to die before collecting the corpse. I've lost a journal of mine. Have you seen one? He frowns, then shakes his head. Haven't seen such a thing as that, Cutter. Okay, bye then. He's very cute. Yeah, and he's got graffiti. Yeah, he does. I feel sorry for him. I also managed to decipher how to speak to these Dabus people that are floating around. And I got experience for that, apparently. I got experience all over the place, left and right. Where does it say where my current experience is, actually? Do I have a status? Stats, probably here. Oh, there we go. I'm getting close. The Dabus, yeah. Got to show an example of the Rebuses.
All right.
I already know how to solve them, though. Because I'm super smart. I'm super serial, guys. These thugs are back.
I'm gone.
Do the thugs just show up all the time? Because I definitely killed those a moment ago. Why is he attacking me? Already?
Huh?
I didn't even talk to him that time. Bitch.
You poxy bastard. What?
You oxy bastard.
What's up, Chief?
Kill the bastard.
You poxy bastard. What's the word, Chief?
They respawn very aggressively. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair
I'm
enough.
gone.
I have so many, like,
What's up?
things. Where's the fucking shop? I need to sell stuff.
Okay.
Done.
Done. Maybe I can... I'm assuming he can't wear rings or any of that shit, right? I could give that to him and then he can have that in his quick actions, right? I don't think there's anything else that I can do handily. Love how all the crap in Mort's inventory is red because you can't equip shit. Yeah, well he's literally a skull, right? Poor guy. Poor little guy. Alright, I wanted to come and see what's going on in here. There's another thug. Pox I spoke to. Greetings. I have some questions. Do you know where Farrod is? I'm familiar with the Bard, Lost Journal. Okay. You use the little crypt where it spits you out of the mortuary as a kind of stash. You can throw stuff that you want to hold on to in there and it should not despawn. Oh, cool. I have some questions. I'd like to enter the mortuary. What's your purpose? Never mind. I don't actually want to go in. Greetings, questions, Farrod. Greetings, questions, Farrod. They all just say the same thing. You wouldn't recommend throwing obviously important items in there. Okay. I feel like I'm being given contradictory advice here. To be fair, I can just throw a load of my junk in there, like rings and shit. He's just going to say the same shit. I'll contradict you, alright. They all just say exactly the same stuff. Normally I wouldn't bother talking to the non-named people, but there was just like a random woman, a hive dweller, that I spoke to and she was like, "Oh, it's you. I saw you a year ago and you dropped this. Here, you can have it back." And she gave me a knife that's actually better than all the other weapons that I've got at the moment, so... Now I literally have to talk to everybody. Was it this? I think it was here. It wasn't a bin knife, look, it was this bad boy. Green steel dagger. Which was better than that green steel knife that I got inside the place. Shouldn't I put them in item pots? So you're saying I can just throw it on the floor?
Yeah.
You just threw them on the floor. Okay. Because I have a feeling this cobblestone that I took out of the zombie head is going to be like a key. I think that's going to have a purpose, I reckon. The problem is, now that I know that anything could be a key, I don't know what is a key and what isn't a key. You know? Some of the old letters and stuff. Yeah, okay. Mortuary task list, mortuary letter, the dustman request, receiving log, the receiving room thingy. I might keep that. I don't know if that's going to be handy. Oh no, that can go on the ground actually. Fuck it. Pen's notes. The Tome of Bone and Ash was the thing I found in the mortuary. It was a book that talked about the Guardians. And then that's how I learned how to... Oh, well, I think this book is how I managed to disenchant the giant skeleton guards. Because you cross-reference this book with the runes. And then it was like, okay, I think if you do this first, then you'll be able to not fight them. And that's what I did. Maybe I'll keep that just in case. Everything else can probably go on the floor. And then what about you? What have you got?
Done.
Alright. And then if we come back and everything's disappeared, then it's all Mossy's fault. We know that. We know that for a fact now. Right, Mortuary Angra, blah blah blah. Shalandra's Kip. That leads to the Mausoleum, Dustman's Monument. Did I ever go in that Dustman's Monument? Quentin, an elderly hive dweller. And Sev Tai. And just a thug. The Obsidian Wall has thousands of names carved into it. Oh, and Death of Names, yeah. Alright, we'll start with Quentin. The man before you looks to be middle height and years. He is stout, with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched, as if a great weight was pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Greetings. The man throws you a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. I wanted to ask you what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's the one that'll split the stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there, hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye. The Dusties scratched the names of the dead on this monument here. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter, they do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him, nothing more. The Dustmen record the names of all that died on this monument? Aye, they scratch them on this rock, and scratch them on the walls in this place too. Quentin scoffs. I don't know why they take the trouble to take accounting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye, you know about the Dustmen mourners that come to this place? They aren't mourning the dead, see, they're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgeways without them asking to mourn some poor living Burke for you. Why do they mourn the living? You got me there, Cutter. Might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth, three times worth. Thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book, it is. Ever know anybody that came back after the name was put on there? You mean come back from death? Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of all things. Still, considering the plains go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. Okay, bye. Sev Tai. This woman's face looks broken and she's covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She's cradling the shreds of several rags in her hand and is staring emptily at the walls of the monument, at the names there. Hello! Get you back. The woman's teeth peel back, displaying a row of black canines. What you want of Sev Tai? What's the matter? What wrong? Those chaos men wrecked my cart, attacked me. They killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now they're nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos men? Chaos men, a faction they say. What they are is an adult bunch that runs wild to the hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach. Who are the chaos men who attacked you? They're a hiver gang, a bunch of adult sods that call themselves the Starved Dogs Barking or some other such barmy nonsense. Their actions were unjust. If you wish, I can see that the matter is rectified. If the 3 deaths they caused, then 3 deaths they shall these starved dogs suffer. A copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdered sods in the dead book, Jig. I'll see to it they're put in the dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go out the south gate spireward from here, then walk around the block until it comes to a place where men run in circles, howling at the sky gig. They're the six guy. There's the starved dogs they are.
Updated my journal.
I've updated my journal. You see a dustman with a crooked smile frozen on his face. Despite the smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is shorter than the left and he keeps it tucked to his side, as if cradling a small child. Hello. The dustman's eyes slide over you. Name? The way he speaks the word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know. No name, can't help you. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died.
Updated my journal.
What? Given a name when you were born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Buried many names, death of names has. Tell me a name, I'll show its grave. Danara. His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wild gleam, his eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. Then he points at the section of the wall. Buried. Examine the spot he's pointing at. Chiseled into the black stone in tiny, cramped writing is the name you requested. It is almost lost beneath the sea of names around it. It had another name. Dahl. He shakes his head. Not dead yet. That name is. Not buried here. Not time. Not time. Adan? He shakes his head. Not yet dead. I'd like to bury a name. He nods, then unfolds his small hand from where it is cradled on his side. It looks atrophied. It is the size of a child's hand. Costs Jink to bury a name. 3 coppers. 3. Holy shit, can I do this? Quentin. He shakes his head. Not dead yet, that name is. Not buried here. Aww. Okay, whatever. Right, what do we need to do? Because I think we've explored this place now. So find Farod. Find the missing journal. Find the source of Farod's bodies for Emmerich. So that's the mausoleum quest. Find a way to help Ingress. I've got no idea. She's just the person who doesn't know. Oh, then kill Quentin and ask it. Well, no, because I'm not being an evil guy. But that is hilarious if that's something that you can do. I'm throwing coffee around. And then wiping it into my hair for some reason. Coffee, good for the hair. Alright, well, should we go to the... Let's go into this mausoleum, I guess. What the fuck? This spectral figure materializes from the gloom of the passageway ahead and quickly moves to block your path. It floats before you, its once human features twisted with a mask of rage. Defilers, leave this place at once. Hello! Leave now. Its booming voice echoes down the halls. This place is forbidden to the living. Leave while you can. I have some questions. Seek your answers elsewhere. This place is a sanctuary for the dead. I shall not permit their slumber to be disturbed by the intrusion of yet another insolent mortal. Another? Has someone else been here? If you must know, yes, there is another intruder who even now continues to violate the sanctity of these hallowed halls. The anger in the spirit's voice fades. He seems somewhat saddened by the admission. The souls of my brothers and sisters cry out for peace. Have I been in the Smoldering Corpse Bar yet? Or I've only explored this one map currently. I've been in like a couple of people's houses and the Dust People bar, whatever it's called. Other than that, I haven't explored anywhere. Is this game, by the way, mostly the city, or is it like a huge map? Because it's taken me like 2 hours to explore one little segment of the city, so... Who is this other intruder? He is an evil coward who wields great power over the dead. He seeks something within these halls. What it might be, or what his purpose is in seeking it, I cannot say. Why don't you drive him away? I cannot. The coward has sealed himself within the inner chamber of the mausoleum. He has erected powerful wards that bar my entrance into the chamber. It is from here that he calls upon his dark arts to awaken my brethren and bends them to his will. 70% of the game are in Sigil, but you do go to some other places. Okay, cool. Cool. Perhaps I may be of assistance. The spirit remains silent for several long moments. You can almost feel the weight of his lifeless gaze upon you. Yes, you might prevail where I have failed. If you will pledge to rid me of this blackguard, I shall grant you passage. What say you? Okay.
Updated my journal.
So be it. The spirit slowly begins to fade, until only the echoing of its disembodied voice remains. But take heed, tread lightly in these halls, lest you join the others in eternal rest.
All right.
So... does that take me back out? What? My game crashed. Select life. Oh god, where was it? 5... 12? 12... 21... This one? Yeah, it must be this one.
I'm gone.
Oh yeah, I don't think anything really happened other than I ran through here, but yes, you're absolutely right. Okay, let's do another main save. New save. Save. Go. Greetings. I have some questions. Has someone else been here? Who's the other intruder? Why don't you drive him away? I can help. I'll do it.
Updated my journal.
End.
Done.
Okay, there we go. The map wasn't even working properly. I'm assuming those are paths down. Doo-doo-boo-boo-boo. Skeleton worker uninjured. But he's apparently a bad guy. More, be nasty to him. Whilst I attack him with my knife.
Filthy stinkers. Yeah?
More, come and help me out.
Filthy stinkers.
I don't know if Litany of Curses is working on these skeletons.
Damn it.
was... Wait, what is happening? I'm paused. Why is it still... That was so weird. What happened? Why? That's kind of like cheating, isn't it? Like you pause the game and they can't do anything, but Mort just carries on.
Trolls. What? Did you see that?
We're just repeating the last action over and over. Oh, okay.
All
Oh,
right.
okay. I see. I see. We'll take some scraps. We'll take some bandages. We'll take a blood drop. Yes, indeed. Take some money. You can also just press A if you want them to attack something. A. Oh, yeah. So how do I do special ability then? Ah, never mind. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Enemy sighted. Well, go on, boys. So I can do him, ability, that. Both of us. I don't know. No, you have to do this. That Scar's in the back swinging its arms non-stop.
Leatherhead. Looks like my skills have increased. What's up?
Come on, guys.
Done.
Hey, there's another one. Why are we
Die.
struggling? Three bandages.
All right.
Right, how is this place looking? Look at this. Ooh la la. Whoa. Doop doop boop boo. Ah, he doesn't chase. Okay, quick save. Right.
Yeah. Ew, dog's body.
Die. I'm hurt.
I am hurt. You're absolutely right. Okay, what should I use? I have clots. Heart charm is 27. These things do 9. Bandages do like 3.
Done.
How do I use my quick action? Quick bar. Quick. items. Gameplay. Key assigns. Wait, quick slots. Here we go. What? Right, how much health have I got? I've got 7 health left. Use some of your thingies. Okay, I'll do it this way. What the fuck was that? I can rest for free in that guy's house
All
now.
right.
Yeah, but I'm in a dungeon, Mossy. I'm in a dungeon. He used the item you made him use. What, the bandages? Why did it make him go like...
Done.
Wait, there's little paths that go off everywhere. Oh, inner chamber, back to the hive. Okay. Why am I see-through? I'm a ghost. Am I see-through? Why am I see-through? Do I look see-through? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It might be the lighting. I'm a ghost. Shh. You can see half the... Well, that's good, right? That's good. Alright, let's go see what's down here. What just happened? Oh, maybe a trap? Hello, skeletons.
Huh? Hi, Dad.
Are you Dainara? Yeah. I am. Sure, there's a combat log you can pull up with one of the icons on the right side of the screen. Combat log. Oh, here we go. It just says damage taken 1. Doesn't actually say what it was for. Yeah, not the most useful. Undo it.
All right.
Oh, hello. More zombies.
Mort, like Latin for death. Ew, dog's body.
I can't quite tell if that's working or not.
Women are the reason I became a monk. Plain swine.
The weird sound means they're immune. Okay. Then I will stop doing so.
I'm gone.
A silver ring. That's even more ringy than the copper rings that I have. Can't insult
Done.
corpses. I know. Which makes no sense, because Mort insults and gets insulted all the time. How do I know where this goes? Do I have to, like, walk closer to it? Why doesn't it tell me where... I don't really want to move location, because I feel like enemies will all respawn when I do. There's some skeleton workers. We'll just run past these guys, fuck it. So I saw it at that time, it was a lightning bolt that came down. Let's wait for this little chap to get a bit closer. Critical miss.
Did you see that?
I did more, you were a pro.
Did you see that?
I did more, you were a pro.
Damn.
Damn it.
Alright.
Gone.
And then this leads up here. So I know that there's a passageway there. This way comes over here. This is feeling very Baldur's Gate to me. Oh shit, it's another one of those guys. Is it fighting something? I don't think so. It's uninjured. Come, little giants. Wait, where are you going? Hello? Maybe I should... The game cannot be saved. Okay. Okay, I've quick saved. In we go. Let's see how we get on.
Damn it.
He just took 8 damage. These guys are tough.
I'm
Damn
hurt.
it. Did you see that?
Damn.
So apparently that's the thing I can do now. I have the power to alter time, and I can just pause the game, and for some reason the attacks still continue. Very handy. Right, that just leads back down to there. That leads to another tunnel here. We could come down this way.
Did you see that?
Bruh. Take your skeletal hands elsewhere. Mort, where are you going?
Die.
It's very unusual. I'll just leave him to it, I guess. Oh, well done, Mort. Useless.
I'm gone.
Some bandages, they'll be handy right now. Why won't bandages that I have as a quick item automatically come up to my quick item slot?
I'm gone.
Also, God, that is loud every time I use one of those. There's a menu that shows you all your quick items. No, but I mean, like, when I loot something, instead of going straight here, it comes into my inventory and I have to manually, like, put it back. I have dialogue, ability... Oh, here we go. But what I mean is, if my bandages are in here, why, when I loot new ones, do they come here? I just want them to go here straight away. I guess it's an old game, right? Your journal's gone hazy, so's mine. Mine has also been stolen. Alright, that just takes me to there.
Alright.
But why? Why do I keep getting electrocuted? I guess I can't see the traps. There must just be traps that I can't see.
Damn it. Damn it.
Die.
Hey, Mossy, we found a mage earlier as well, but she wouldn't teach me anything, or even talk to me, really.
Damn it.
She was just trying to do spells in her house, and then she was like, it's rude to interrupt someone, and I was like, okay, bye then. So you'd be interested in that little tidbit. So that's going to take me to the inner chamber. But then I have these two bits to go in as well. Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe I should go and see if enemies in this place respawn, actually. I'll go to that man's house and have a rest. And then come back here. And then that'll let us see if enemies have respawned. Because I also think... like, I'm not far off leveling up as well. A couple more quests.
Alright.
It's night time. What the fuck? Does this affect anything? He's frightened. Enemy sighted. Fuck off, man. No, not you.
You know, if I could click you, you wouldn't know a moment's peace. Prime scum. What's up? Did you see that?
I'm gone.
That's what you get, you asshole. Oh, he can level up. You could click me any day, Mort. Fighting skills improved, 10 hit points gained, 2 hit points gained from con bonus. Nice, Mort. Nice. Look at him, level 4. I'm guessing I can't give him stats, I think you said. He just, I presume his stats go up as and when. This wasn't the right place.
I'm gone.
Angry man. Can I rest in your house, please, angry man? Had some questions. Do you mind if I rest here? Least I can do, I'll have my wife get some blankets. Thanks. I rested for 16 hours. Wow, I'm a lazy son of a bitch. Angry man, how do I leave? There we go.
Done.
Right, now we get to learn if enemies respawn or not.
I'm gone.
Same about the lazy thing. 16 hours is probably a bit too much for me, Hazy, I'll be honest. I like a good 8 hours. Between 6 and 8 hours, that works for me. Right, this is where the big skeleton guardian was. Six to 8 hours of streaming, Mossy. Yeah, that's right. Strahan Rune Shadow. You see a mid-sized man in long robes of deep black. His hair is neatly coiffed and an impeccably trimmed goatee complements his handsome features. Noticing your arrival, he puts down the book he was writing in and strides confidently over to you, smiling. Impressive. I must admit I never thought you would make it this far. I'm glad to have disappointed you. Are you the one responsible for all these walking dead? Who I am is of no consequence to you. What I want is the question that should concern you most. As he speaks, he looks you up and down, as if somehow fascinated by you. Very well, what do you want? He takes a step back and cocks an eyebrow. I want your blood. What a coincidence. I come for your blood as well. Prepare to die. Really? Well, by all means, give it your best effort. He smiles smugly and raises his hands before him. Slowly they flit back and forth, tracing intricate patterns in the air.
Yeah? Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good, huh?
Wait, try again. He resisted.
Filthy secrets.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Have I tried 51? What is 51? Alright, let's... Oh, nice. 51 hours of streaming, yeah. I have not tried 51 hours of streaming. Ooh, scroll of stuff, dirty rat charm. That I can't pick up, but I'm pretty sure Morty Boy's got some space. Maybe. Here you go, here you go. I'll stick that in there. That finger bone can go in there. "51 swigs of brandy. 99 red balloons." That's a bracelet. The Magus Guard. Or Magus. How do you pronounce that? Magus or Magus? Considered standard equipment for any adventuring mage, bracelets such as these can be found across the plains. Judging by the markings on this particular bracelet, it appears to have been made in a style quite common to sigil. Various glyphs of warding are meticulously carved along the surface, producing an almost hypnotic effect when looked at. When worn, this bracelet protects the wearer from normal attacks as if they were wearing scale armor. Hell yeah. But I can't equip it because I'm not a mage. He said 50 wouldn't make you look good, so 51 it is. I see, I see.
All right.
More scrolls. I'll take the diary. Can you carry anything else, Mort? You can put that in your... Oh, you can't use it, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. What can you use? Nice. Right, you can use that. That's good. Then I can take that. Let's do some item juggling. Done. Inventory. Let's read some shit. Right. Dagger. Bone dagger. 1 to 6. +1. This blade seems to be made from the bone of some creature. The edge of the blade is extremely sharp. 1 to 6. Mine's 2 to 5. This is 1 to 6 plus. It's probably better in it. That says it's not usable by mages, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. Oh. Many weapons in Torment do similar amounts of damage, but the type of damage each weapon does varies. Some creatures are more vulnerable. Oh yeah, I should be using blunt weapons on skeletons, obviously. So that's crushing. So I've got piercing, piercing, crushing, crushing. Yeah, that's 2 to 4 crushing. Alright, journal time. This leather-bound tome is cracked and worn with age. Some sort of crest has been burned into the cover. You can make out a series of interlocking triangles centered around the initials SR. The writing upon its pages has faded considerably, but the last few entries seem to have been penned recently. Day 2 of the 127th year of Factol Hashkar's reign. At last I found it. The missing page of the Aptaj grimoire is now in my possession. As I had guessed, the page detailed the necessary components for the casting of the final transformation spell. I have all but one of the components. A drop of an immortal's blood is all that stands between me and the eternal power of lichdom. But where can I find such a rarity? Perhaps I should seek the answer through divination. Oh, it's a good job I didn't give him my blood. Jesus. Day 14 of the 127th year. After days of taxing divination spells, I finally had my answer. The divination revealed the location of an immortal to be somewhere within the ancient mausoleum located in the hive section of Sigil. I must make haste. I must find this creature and draw his blood before he moves on. Day 15. I have arrived at the mausoleum. Immediately I was set upon by a shade that guards the remains of those interred within this place. I managed to elude the spirit and found my way into what appears to have been some sort of inner sanctum. Protected by some minor wards to prevent any further interruptions by that supernatural twit, I have set about raising some of the locals to conduct a search for the immortal. If the divination was accurate and the immortal is here, then likely it is interred within one of the many crypts that line these halls. It's only a matter of time now. Day 17. I am not alone. Someone has entered the mausoleum and is interfering with my servants. Could this be the one I seek? The divination revealed only that I would find the immortal here. Could it be that my presence in this place has prompted that which I seek to seek me out? What a delightful twist. I shall have to... The ink of this last entry is still wet. Ah, that's what he was writing when I interrupted him. Alright, boys. Well, boy. Well, Skull. Let's go.
I'm gone.
Oh, hello. As you step into the corridor, the guardian spirit materializes before you. Its ghostly countenance regards you benevolently. I thank you. You have done me a great service. The spirits of my charge sleep quietly once again. Go in peace, friend. The apparition fades away, leaving you alone in the deserted halls of the mausoleum.
Updated my journal. I feel stronger.
I feel stronger. Saving throw improved, fighting skill improved, 1 character point, 10 hit points. Marvelous. I want to be as wise as possible, please. I've strongly updated my journal. Wisely. I've wisely updated my journal. Right, come on, boys. Let's get out of here. Oh wait, wasn't this the place I was supposed to go to for the... Oh, maybe it was this dude, actually. If I go talk to Narosh. I really assumed it was going to be Farod that was the problem here.
All right.
Let's come down here and talk to our boy Naroj. And hopefully that's this quest done as well. You see Naroj is pulling at one of the spikes of his hair, using it to scratch a spot on his face. You can't help but think he'd look a lot better with dreadlocks. I found out what was going on in the mausoleum. The dead sleep again.
Updated my journal.
Naroj's lines of worry smooth out as you speak. Thanks, Gavai. He reaches into his robes and draws forth a small bag, which he hands to you. Copper coin, 100. Thanks. Sweet. Accidentally threw away my journal. No, I didn't throw away the journal. It was stolen. Definitely not thrown away. Definitely stolen.
I've never seen something so ugly I've not. Most that a country be telling us copper about now.
Done.
So that's a load of pieces of paper, right? I also want to throw down... I don't know, man. Like, rusty dagger, maybe. Some of these bronze rings. Fist iron. probably don't need that anymore.
All right.
Cool. Got too drunk and overwrote all of it.
Done.
Hey,
Luckily...
we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural.
Who are we being watched by? Stop saying this. I don't believe you that we're being watched. Yeah, luckily it's harder to overwrite a physical journal than it is an electronic one, right? Otherwise I wouldn't put it past him. Alright, let's go this way. These people are immediately angry with me.
I'm gone.
What? You got a face only a sledgehammer could love, and has. What's up, Chief? Your face is just begging to be kicked.
Stop saving against his litany of curses.
You father of trolls.
These guys
What's the
are
word, Chief?
kicking my ass. What the fuck?
Epoxy bastard. What's up?
Nice, nice, nice.
Dad.
I like these litany of curses.
Did you see that?
I wish there was like a quick action that is just like, always do this first.
Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
What about 51 swigs
Spell
of...
got disrupted.
Mort, like Latin.
Oh, I think I clicked the wrong thing.
You leatherhead.
The band, they do have good banter.
I'm gone.
What have we got? We've got a ring, a dagger, an earring, an earring, a ring. Oh look, my inventory is full again. Marvelous. I can just use that. This very delicate looking structure ready to fall over with the first strong wind that comes its way. This is all that remains of a sedan chair. There are still some blood stains on it.
Women are the reason I became a monk.
This whole place just wants me
I
dead.
switched back. Hi, Dad.
Women are the reason I became a monk and the reason I switched back.
All right. Done.
This old singed building looks as if it might have once been a temple. Black Rose. This man moves with a frightening speed, and he seems only half there. His eyes burn out his haze, and their madness pierces your heart. You. His voice is like a blast of cold air. Declare your allegiance. Do you hold for good or evil? I believe in aiding those less fortunate than myself. I choose good. There is a man named Rotten William. He is a dark and deceitful man. He is the leader of the Dark Alley Shivs. Find him in this alley and slay him, and you will serve the cause of goodness. Fail, and evil shall rise. Refuse, and I shall slay you. Okay. I had some questions. There are no answers. Alright. Alright, Black Rose, if that is your real name.
You know what? We should get some feet. You filthy stinkers.
Nice.
Done.
You know, if I could click you, you wouldn't know I'm a slattern. You dog's body. What's up?
No, don't curse yourself, or curse that guy.
You got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has. Damn it. Yeah? Good as done.
Done.
Oh, man. I really want to make it so... No, don't throw that on the floor. These quick item things just go immediately into there. Like, why wouldn't it do that?
Huh? What? Sure, why not?
Done. I'm gone.
What's up, Chief?
What are you doing? Do this on him,
Your
idiot.
face is just begging to be kicked. What's the word, Chief? Choke on a bone, you witless ape. What's up? You father of trolls.
You father of trolls.
Yeah? Sod. Damn it. Huh? Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass. Damn it.
Damn. All right.
Right, we did okay.
What? Sure, why not?
Oh, this fucking thing again.
Done.
Throw that on the floor, pick that up. Pick that up. I'm certain there was another one. Here? Then they can both go there. Then... Why can't I use it? Oh, usable only by thieves. No.
What's up, Chief?
You do that.
No, I'm gonna slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke. see that? Damn it.
Right, he was going to attack me anyway. Did you see that? I didn't even...
I'm gone.
300! And a copper earring. I don't know what's worth more, copper or bronze. Crew shelters made constructed of makeshift material. Makeshift material. There is an echoing, partially collapsed cistern.
What's the word, Chief? Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass. Damn it.
Done.
God, they all have so much garbage. All I want for Christmas is you.
Failed.
Failed, failed.
All right.
Oh, we're going here. Some guy's little tent. Maybe he's got a key. It's got to be here somewhere. You seem to have startled her. She abruptly stops rummaging through the tent and stares at you nervously. I wasn't doing nothing, I swears. Why didn't you tell me what you weren't doing? She looks as if she's about to tell you something, then quickly dashes for the door. Stop.
All right.
That is a silver ring, which is probably worth more than a bronze ring, right? I'll do you a trade.
Done.
You'll take $1 million. $1 million. They're weirdly not letting me in this house. Gambling.
Done.
You have a bronze ring, gambling. Hey, what are you doing in my tent? Hello. You barge in my tent uninvited and all you have to say is greetings. On your way, Burke. Okay, bye. You take $1 million doodads, then you can buy a person instead. Buy a person? That's illegal.
All right.
Hazy, don't say that. Don't say it out loud. It's super illegal. Where was that dude? I think he was in here, wasn't he? If buying a person's illegal, we'll just rent them. I think that's illegal in a lot of places. No, wait, that's just called hiring, right? That's just hiring people. It's called work. Hello, have you slain Rotten William? Yes. Your next task is to slay Kristal, leader of the Razor Angels. Balance requires her death. Balance requires her death. Who? I don't know who she is. I'll be back. Work faster, go now, I await you. So this guy's Razor Angel, I just saw. Oh, but these guys talk to... Oh, these are Razor Angels. They just talk to me like normal people. Hello. Stand right here, someone will be coming to talk to you. Okay, I'll wait here. I don't understand what's happening, but I might do a... like a full save. Hello, Crystal. You see a cool, collected woman. Her face is set in hard, determined lines. Her voice is low and firm. I am Crystal, leader of these Razor Angels. You're in our home. What do you want of me? Tell me about yourself. She shrugs. I'm the leader of the Razor Angels. That's really all you need to know. I created them. They follow my commands. Now, what do you want of me? Tell me of the Razor Angels. We came here when bigger gangs took over the trash warrens near Ragpicker Square. We got here right around the same time as the Dark Alley Shivs, who have set up Kip on the other side of the alley. They're a bunch of murderous thugs. And here she pauses. We're thugs, but we don't kill if we can help it. We just need to make a living, and given our situation, charging a toll is the best way to do it. Sounds rewarding. No, it's not. Only we've got nothing better going for us. We're hive dwellers. Even the scant education I got won't get me out of here. No one wants a hive dweller, so we make sure we're not entirely ignored. Before you go, I need a favour for you. This slice of alley just isn't big enough for us and the Dark Alley Shifts. We've got heart, they've got hate. Kill off their leader, Rotten William, and you'll get free passage through the alley from us for the rest of your life. You come through here often enough, that'll save you a lot of jink. He's already dead. It's done. Rotten William's gone. You have my thanks, Traveller, and you will never again pay a toll for passage through the Alley of Dangerous Angles. I have but one more request of you. What is it? There is a dangerous killer, a lone wolf, who goes by the name of Blackrose. He is preying on my people. I ask that you stop him. Okay. Then find the balmy Blackrose in this alley and write him into the dead book. When he's dead, return and I shall reward you.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Kill the Rotten Willy. You've been hired into the position of best friend. Jeg er en ensam ulv. Let's do a save. Talk to this guy. Have you slain Crystal? No, I'm not going to. His fiery eyes slit and he whispers, then you are an enemy. With a blur of motion, he attacks.
What's up? Prime scum.
Nope. Do that, that. You do that, 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 that.
Choke on a bone, you witless ape.
Nice. Wait, then we both attack him.
Damn it.
Damn.
Did you see that? Damn it. Damn it.
Is Blackrose a nice guy, Mossy? Should I...
Gone.
Can I recruit him on the team? I think is the most important question. You can't recruit him on the team. Alright, fuck him then. He's like forcing me into being an assassin. He's the better option than the two guys. Okay, well, you said it. 10, 12, 12, 23. Oh wait, this is day 2 now. Oh god, this is awkward. So I want day 2. We've got 10, 16. 1016, this one.
I'm gone.
I don't want to replay games. I want my choices to matter. I don't want to replay whole games. Oh, I think I ruined it. Because I've told her I'm going to do it now. I'm working on it. Work faster. Find them. Do I just attack her in the middle of the street or what?
What's up? You poxy bastard. Did you see that? Damn it. Filthy stinkers. Yeah? You dog's body.
You dog's body.
Huh?
I'm hurt.
Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
You're not too hurt. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, Wolf.
What? Prime scum.
Right, are we satisfied?
All right.
She had 1,000 coins on her. Fucking hell. Look at all this money I've made. I have so much stuff. Hopefully items don't despawn and I can just...
What's up, Chief? She has the personality of a patch of razor vine and twice as ugly. What's the word, Chief? Stupid yabo.
Stupid yabo.
What's up? Filthy stinkers.
I'm gone.
Arguably too much. Yeah, I do have too much stuff. I haven't even found a shop yet. That I... It's like Chuck. I don't know. What's... That heals 6 hit points. There we go. Nice. And then one of these was a blood drop, right? So I can take that and then I can put that in my blood drop slot. And then I can... Got to explore the high... Yeah, I'm exploring, Mossy.
Done.
I'm exploring.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Have you slain Crystal? Yes. We establish our philosophies now. A contest of arms. The winner is the true victor in our struggle for truth. I'll do it, but I cannot die. You'll lose eventually. His eyes widen. You are eternal. Your truth is eternal. I salute you. You honor me. Farewell. The fuck? I mean, I'll take it, but... Bye, Black Rose. And sorry, Crystal. Mossy made me kill you. It's Mossy's fault.
I'm gone.
Good guy, Black Rose. Should probably rest in this place again. I hope there's no timed quests in this game, because if there are, then I will fail them. Had some questions. Can I rest? Thanks. I've rested for a day. A whole day. 24 hours.
All right.
There are time quests in the sense that if you progress past X, the quest might be undoable, but nothing with an actual timer. Okay, cool.
Done.
It's like one of my pet peeves in games is timed quests. I think some people really like them, but for me it's like, I need to go everywhere and do everything and see everything that I hate the idea of timed quests. Alright, we'll go back here. I guess we'll see if people have respawned or all their items have
All right.
disappeared. Yeah, all their items despawned. Boo! Boo, game! Boo! Wooden structure, wooden structure. Crate of perishables. This has a charm of infinite recall. Alright, I'll trade you a dagger for the charm. I better find the bar today. Well, I am going to finish the stream soonish, so that I can go get some food, but... What's this? More razor angels.
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eyes. You know, if I gotta slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke.
This guy is strong, man. Oh, wait, no, he's not. He was just...
Huh?
Fucking this guy.
Leatherhead.
Damn.
Did you see that? Mort, like Latin. Or death. Imbecile.
What? Like Latin for dead.
I'm gone.
Alright, bronze rings. Money I'll take. Other rings. Alright. Open question, Mossy. Were you saying that Black Rose is the better option because I get more experience? Because then I got experience for killing all the people and also for him.
Done.
Gold ring. I'll trade you a bronze ring for a gold ring.
Done.
Done.
Women are the reason I became a monk. And, the reason I swear face is just begging to be kicked.
All right.
Money, money, money. Give me money. You get more XP for not siding with Black Rose. But the gangs have to go. They were only trying to make a living.
We should get some female zombie. Imbecile.
You know, they only wanted to make a
You know,
living.
if I could click you, you wouldn't know a mo. Choke on a bone, you witless ape.
I'm
Poor,
gone.
poor guys. 2 bronze rings. Out down here? Nah. A very criminal and evil living. Yeah, fair. But then that guy was an assassin. He was exactly the same, right? What is this place? Leads to a new area, apparently. The southwest portion of the hive. Oh, there's a burned building over there that I never went in. Although I do wish that it would stop spawning thugs as much after you deal with the gangs. Yeah. Well, the thugs and the gangs are different, right? I don't think the thugs are affiliated with any of the gangs. Alignments are a big deal in Planescape. They have a tangible effect on the planes. Ah, okay. Okay. Mage in training. See a young man dressed in plain but well-kept robes. He pauses in his pacing as you approach. Hello. Rauk in trouble. Big. Help you do. What's wrong? Rauk forget ring intent. Friend need to magic with. No ring, be mad at Rauk. One ring brown like Jink. One shiny like mirror. Last is pretty and yellow. Bring for Rauk. I'll bring them back for you, Rauk.
Updated my journal.
I got all the rings here. You new friend of Rauk. Rauk take rings. Rauk thank new friends.
Updated my journal.
Master Rauk has rings. Let us begin. Ah, bracada. Ahem. Oops, bra. We did it. Watch out, it's attack. The shit is happening. What? You see what appears to be an ordinary limb. It's hard to believe this cute little creature slaughtered 5 wizard apprentices with such ease. Rauk lose friends, but Rauk make new friend. Call him Green Thing.
Done.
Holy moly. Good for you, Rauk. My inventory is not full.
Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
Or just exploded. Something just popped. Ow! Ow! I think this place is filled with traps. Oh, what do I throw away? Like cleaning rags? The problem is, that's the sort of thing I would normally throw away, but I don't know if that's a key for something, you know? How do you know? You just don't. Why can't I? There we go. Alright, so I could put the... like the cobblestone down, pick up the charm, done, go here, move that to here, go back here, move out the way, and then I can take my stone again.
Yeah? Get it done.
Oh, some of the sound effects in this place are insane. Okay, quick save, and then we'll kick the limb just because I want to see what it does.
that.
I don't think that works. Everyone, attack the limb.
Damn it.
What the heck?
Damn it.
This is an alternate timeline, Mossy, you'll see. Now Rauk's attacking me.
What?
What the fuck, Rauk?
Imbecile. Did you see that?
Damn. I'm gone.
So he still had all of the rings on him. And I'm guessing the limb didn't drop anything. Okay, whatever. That is not where I want to load to. Day 1, 1, 1. Day 3, quick save, yeah.
Done.
Okay, bye guys. See, I told you, it was a alternate universe, alternate reality. How do I leave this place? There.
I'm gone.
Wait, what's this? Another small dwelling with Aula. Welcome to the Cathedral of Auskar. Have you come to worship Auskar with me? You can be his second disciple. Why are there no other disciples of Auskar? Over the years, I have had many disciples. Unfortunately, they have all disappeared. It's quite frustrating, actually. As soon as they become initiates, I never see them again. Lately, there has been a rumor going around that the lady herself is the cause. Now no one comes by anymore. You are the first soul I've seen stop by in a long while. Tell me more about Auskar. Aula's voice takes on a tone of adulation. Auskar is the keeper of gateways. Within Auskar lies the power of portals, doorways, and opportunity. Sigil, also known as the City of Doors, used to be the home of Auskar until he was cast out by the accursed lady. Now there are few worshippers of Auskar here because the lady forbids it. That will soon change, however, as I help people to see the greatness of Auskar. She cannot stand against the will of the people. Okay. Wonderful. It's been so long since the last person asked. Aula makes you perform a series of complex rituals and then says, "You are now a disciple of Auskar. Go now and spread the word to the denizens of Sigil so that they may know the glory of Auskar." I might have done a bad thing.
All right.
What's up? Sure, why not?
All right. I'm gone.
Alright. So... is there like a... oh, here we go. World map. The Hive, Alley of Dangerous Angles, the Hive. So I've kind of done that. Oh, there's... so hang on. Hang on.
What am I doing here?
Huh?
This is it.
What's it?
Done.
What? Hello? Get made. I even got an achievement. Oh, I see something over here. Wait, what? You always wondered if they would do this if you became a disciple of Auskar. Well, did you never do it, Mossy? You just seemed like such a friendly fellow. Oh! Hey, there's some loot over there. No, because I knew not to piss off the lady. Oh, okay. It's not about pissing off, it's about doing what's right. It's about doing the right thing. The lady sounds like a bitch. Said a bad word. Shh. Just like you don't screw over your fixer in Night City. Well, she just sounds evil, though. She sounds nasty. Like, just goes around killing people. You don't break any of the 3 laws of Sigil. Well, I don't know what the 3 laws of Sigil are. You know, maybe she should have taught me that. Did she ever think about that? Huh?
This is it.
Well, is it? Is it it? Okay, then this just takes me down to here, which is... Okay. I've explored most of it. I don't really know where the exit is, though. Like, I don't know where I'm trying to work towards. Wonder what's in the loot pile I saw. I don't know. If I can make my way there somehow, I will investigate. Ah, speak of the devil. Hello, loot pile. It's a sledgehammer and a bone-framed journal. Alright, the rags are going to have to go for the journal, and... I don't know, should we get rid of the cobblestone? I just feel like that... I feel like that has a purpose. You know? Wait, I know what to do. We can put that here. And then take that. Nice. Bone frame journal. This appears to be some sort of journal. Sheets of dried human skin have been stretched across a framework of bone, and strangely enough, it appears the sheets of skin have healed together at the seams, forming the spine of a makeshift book. It looks like the outer sheets of skin form a cover for a series of other skins sheets locked inside the bone frame. A series of symbols have been written in blood across the exterior of the sheets of skin, but you can't make them out. They appear to be some form of writing, but they seem to be upside down. Written upside down, right to left, and odd angles that make your eyes hurt. Despite the crudity of the writing, you have to admit the design of the bone frame is actually quite intricate. The bones have been carved so that they snap together neatly. It looks like the bones can be unhooked from each other, allowing the book to be opened and read. Use. There appears to be some sort of journal, sheets of dried human skin. I think I've already read that. Examine the exterior. Theories of symbols have been written in blood across the exterior of the sheets of skin, but you can't make them out. They appear to be blah 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 blah. Examine the skin. The skin looks to be the same pallor as yours. Its scarred grey surface reminds you of a zombie's hide, and the pages feel more like cured leather than skin. Examine the frame. Despite the crudity of the writing, blah blah blah. Unlock the bone frame. You unlock the bone frame, which unfolds with a neat snap. You open the book and study the pages. They're filled with the same strange series of symbols as they were on the exterior cover, and they don't seem to make sense. Try and puzzle out the symbols. The symbols don't seem to follow any pattern, at least any that you can see. The angles and the pictures displayed seem to be completely arbitrary, but you can't be absolutely sure. I guess I don't have enough intelligence. I will come back to you later. As you rehook the bone frame, you are suddenly struck with a strange thought, that the pages of the interior aren't supposed to make any sense. You, whoever you were at the time, put the symbols there to deceive anyone looking to read the real contents, which are hidden somewhere else in the journal frame. Examine the bone frame. You examine the edge of the frame, and you notice that one of the bones has a hairline fracture around one of its ends. You put your hand over the edge and twist off the top of the bone, revealing a hollow space. Inside the space is a small, rolled-up scrap of skin. Pull out the skin. Read it. This scrap of skin is covered in writing. It looks like someone kept writing over it again and again until it is almost illegible. Hey, that's what Hazy was saying earlier. Nonetheless, you can make out some of the words and some of the symbols. Trapped, trapped, ladies will be done. Dodge her gaze. Too many I kill. Too many strangle and kill and stop and breathe in their throats. There's a way out, I know it. Then I'll give the bladed one the laugh. One of the archers holds way out. One of them does. One has the way out. Can't just keep going through them one at a time. Maybe I should go through one, then walk back through the same portal without. The entry trails off into indecipherable scrawls. For some reason, you have a feeling that that was the last entry. Either the incarnation died in the maze or escaped somehow.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Cool. Okay, well, I'll go through this one then. Okay, I'll go through this one then. Are there any that I've, like, not been through? Maybe I should just do them one at a time. How do I get there? If I go that way, then down. Alright, let's go this way. This is just leading back into the center. Oh, it is. Fuck. Hum, 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 hum. Alright, maybe I'll just start with this one. Okay, that didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. So that's those three. Then I can come this way. Can't go that way, actually. Wait, hang on. This is all blocked off. Alright, let's go back here. That takes me to here, so I can go down here. You figured it out, Mossy. You're doing better than me. I want to go through each of them. Enemy sighted. A shadow? Where the fuck did you come from? Fuck you, shadow.
Damn.
Dude, hit the fucking thing. Thank you.
I'm carrying too much to move. I'm carrying too much to move.
Why am I carrying too much to move? Right, fuck that little bastard. Okay, so that one took me to there. Then this one... Wait, are they taking me to exact opposites? If this one takes me to the very north... Okay, they're taking me to the opposite side. So you and you, you and you, you and you. So where's one? So I think that one. I think it's that one I need to get to. How do I get to it, though? Oh, well, I get to it by going in that one, right? Because that should take me to here. No. Yeah, that should take me to here, sorry. It doesn't. So, oh, so is that a... That's the destroyed portal that would have taken me to here? Problem is I can't quite make out. I wish I could... Oh, I can zoom. Lol. Oh, I can just run here. No, I can't. I get stuck. Wait, that's stuck on its own little island. It's impossible to get there, right? But that is... But I'm pretty sure that's where I need to go. Oh, my guy's just decided to go off on a little adventure by himself now. I don't really know where he's going, but we'll let him kind of just saunter off by himself, I guess. Where are you going, bro? Okay, he's still stuck. Wait, so what if I went through that portal and it's now glowing? So what if I go through that portal again? Can my guy run over here? And then also do a quick save just in case. That didn't work. Wait, but that took me over here. I'm so confused. Why did that take me to... So that one, if I went through it again, it took me 1, 2, 3. So to get to that one, which is... Oh wait, is it this one? No, this one. One, 2, 3. So potentially... Hang on, what if... We go through this one. That takes us here. And I need to get back here. Hopefully I can. Yes, I can. We'll just let him go through. And if this also moves us 3 to the right... Oh, fucking... This thing's kicking my ass.
I'm hurt.
Kill Shadow. Or die Shadow, rather. Alright, now back here. Could just run past the shadows too. What about the sweet experience, so mossy? Nice experience though. Yeah, exactly. Whilst I've got health items, I'll fight them. What's the worst that could happen, right? Right, then if I run through here, then it takes me to... Is this the one I wanted to go to? I'm not sure, but I'm going to do a quick save and then go through this. Sweet!
I'm gone.
Super Puzzle Master, that's me. That's me. I'm going to go rest up in that man's house. If I can remember where it is. Here. I know I can initiate dialogue with my companions whenever I want. I did talk to him when I came out of the... mortuary. You might want to get into the habit of doing that whenever you've done something significant. They often have new things to say. Oh, okay, cool. Don't know if Mort has anything to say about getting mazed. Maybe, but he wasn't there.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Sigil, talents, advice, how did you die? It doesn't look like there's anything special. This is all stuff that I already asked. We should go find Farrod. Yeah, he's already told me about that.
All right.
But it made you remember you can talk to them.
All right.
Yeah, that's fair. You think he'd be freaked out about me disappearing? Yeah, you'd think so. Unless it was like a planar shift, so it happened in real time for me, but for him it was like an instant. So he'd like not even notice you gone, and then I just kind of like you space out for a second in his view, from his viewpoint, you know. Right, I'm gonna go talk to this man in the ruined cathedral just to see if he says anything about me getting mazed. Because he'll probably want to know that's where all his disciples have gone, right? But then I'm gonna call it for either today or at least this morning. How do I get in here? I thought the entrance was over here last time. Oh, there it is. Yo, what up? You have returned. Excuse my surprise. It is just that you're the first disciple to ever return. Most seem to disappear. How may I help you? What happened? 1 minute I was becoming a disciple, and then the next thing I know I'm stuck in some kind of maze. It sounds as if you were portaled somewhere. Only experienced followers of Askar and the Lady could do such a thing. This might explain the disappearances of my other disciples. I must contemplate on this. Please leave. Yeah, I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. Right, however, save game. I'm gonna go get some food. That was a fun little experience, but I am very hungry. Because I hadn't had no breakfast, you know what I mean? Stream to end. And then let's just make sure that stream to end. Cool. Cool. Nice. Anyway, I'm going to jump off. We did get some stuff done in Sigil. What did we do? We talked to a lot of people. We explored the mausoleum and killed some people and killed a necromancer who wanted to become a lich. We killed 2 gangs because Mossy made us. Escaped a maze. Helped some people. Other stuff. Catch you later, Hazy. Thanks for dropping in. I might stream later tonight. By the way, I'm not sure. It depends on if I'm either going to play June Awakening or I'll do more Planescape. We'll see how I feel later. Maybe one day you'll even get paid for getting rid of the Necromancer. I think I already did, didn't I? I think I already... Oh, well, they didn't pay me, but they said thank you. I got experience, which... Isn't that all we ever need? More experience? Gotta play that Denu. Gotta play that Denu. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some food. What if you get experience and copper commons? I haven't found anything I need copper for yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if I'm going to stream later, it will be in about 5 hours or so, I would imagine. If I'm not going to stream later, I'll see you tomorrow for more Planescape Torment. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.